Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana for tonight's Arena League contest between the Arkansas Diamonds, standing at 1-1, and the Monroe Greenheads standing at 1-1. It's the first divisional game of the season, and it's the game of the week here in the Arena League. This is David Cox. Along with me is Don Wheeler tonight. We'll have the broadcast for you. The Arkansas Diamonds, they will come in, as I said, come in at 1-1. They had their first win last week, 32-30 over Eau Claire, in a game that they had to hold on at the end to win. And then Monroe, on the other hand, they took their first loss last week, 44-30, in a game that the quarterback was running for his life most of the game, and we hope that that's been taken care of tonight. So, players of the game. Don, first for the visitors from Arkansas.
All right, quarterback Jordan Ambrose doing the honors from Defiance College. Last week, he completed 21 of 38 passes, 181 yards, 5 touchdowns, had a passing completion of 55%, 8.6 yards per completion. Here's an important stat. He also ran the ball 18 times for 74 yards, and that yardage included 6 sacks, Dave. So he is very versatile.
Very versatile, and it's a team, they run 32% of the time. The Greenheads, led by Timmy McLean.
Right, and again, we featured him last week as well. And like you said, he ran for his dear life last week in that 30-44 loss. Completed 16 of 33 passes, 141 yards, 3 touchdowns. Passing completion of 48%, averaging 8.8 yards per completion. On the season, he has a 59.1% completion rate, completing 39 of 66 passes, 405 yards, 9 touchdowns.
All right, Don, we are close to throw off here at the Civic Center in Monroe. Let's stay tuned for a quick break here, and you return for the Arena League's game between Monroe and Arkansas. Fixing to take on the Arkansas Diamonds at 1-1 also. First conference game of the season. Both teams standing at 1-1 in the league, 0-0 in conference. The throw-off to start the game tonight will feature James Herrard throwing it off for the Greenheads, and standing back deep at the goal line for the Diamonds is Martavius Miller. David Cox along with Don Wheeler. Game 2 of this home season for the Greenheads.
All right, a great crowd on hand tonight, and people are already standing up, waiting for that first throw off, and just a few seconds away.
And Don, the good thing tonight, I've noticed already, the boxes around the arena are full this week. They weren't last week. And here we go. Herod throws the ball deep. It lands just about the 10, bounces up, picked up by Martavius Miller. And he will be taken out of bounds along the boards at maybe the 16-yard line. Let's see, they'll mark it at the 15, and that'll be first down for the Jordan Ambrose-led Arkansas Diamond offense, and they're a very explosive offense, Don.
Right, indeed it is. He got about a 13-yard return on that at the 15-yard line.
First down for the Diamonds, the runners-up last year in the Arena League. Ambrose has it. He looks deep. He's going to finally pass it short. And receiver, that's Monroe native Martez Carter. He will gain about 4 yards, make that 5 yards up to the 20-yard line. And it will be 2nd down and 5 for the Diamonds. Don Martez with the Richwood and Grambling playing for the Diamonds, and we have a stoppage in play.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. On the pass completion, it was roughly a 5-yard completion. As soon as he caught the ball, he was surrounded by defenders and basically had nowhere to go. 1st and 5. Nope, we're going to stop it again. Let's see what's going on here.
Got issues about something.
Oh, maybe an equipment malfunction with one of the players down there. We will switcheroo.
All right. Number 65 for the Greenheads, C.J. Buckhalter went out, and number 9 for the Greenheads, that being Frederick Lloyd, went back in. So 2nd down and 5 for the Diamonds. Ambrose in the backfield. Takes the snap. He looks deep. He's going to pass short. Complete the number 4. Isaac Zitu, one of the leading receivers for the Diamonds. He'll pick up yardage down close to the 16-yard line. And Don, he got past number 21.
He did.
For the Greenheads, that being Trey Hollins. And as you see here, there's got right by him, got good yardage. Ambrose's pass across the middle is no good, incomplete. That's about a 5-yard line. It looks like number 15 maybe.
I think so.
That's
15.
Vince Hobbs, the tight end for the Diamonds.
Yeah, a little miscommunication on that. The pass went to the right and Hobbs was going to the left, so falling incomplete, bringing up 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, the ball on about the 16-yard line. Ambrose has it, looking up the middle. The receiver he was going to was covered up, and it'll be caught and stopped immediately on the far side. Diamonds receiver Troy Evans made the catch, and on the stop immediately for the Greenheads was number 5, Eric McIntosh Sr., bringing up 3rd down and 4. Ambrose looking, a little pressure put on, and the ball's thrown out of the end zone. Incomplete. Great pressure up the middle there by number 65, C.J. Buckhalter for the Greenheads.
We'll give him a quarterback hurry there. He was coming at Ambrose at full speed. There it is there, and he had little time. He just basically had to get rid of it.
4th down for the Diamonds at the 10-yard line, 4th and 4. The quarterback, okay, now the head coach, which is Bones Bagante, he comes out. He's upset about something.
I have no idea on that one. I didn't see anything unusual.
Looks like maybe he just wanted to hold up the action, maybe get a play in himself, Don. Clock is running. Once the clock is running, you've got 20 seconds to go, and notice we still have issues. The officials timeout for some reason.
I'm not sure what's going on.
And once again, Don, we're having issues with the game clock. There's no game clock.
Oh, that must be what it is. Okay.
This should be
it's
4th down.
I've got 4th down and 4. So the downs is
the downs are correct.
The downs are correct as far as what I have. And the clock in the in-house clock is showing zeros now.
But there is one on the screen in the middle of the field, so
right.
we'll use that one.
Yeah, 12:35. Good job. Good eyes, Dave.
That's referee Chris Ducote talking with replay coordinator Marty Adams and Stuart Slaughter, who are standing right up here beside us.
Yeah,
It is 4th down.
Well, we knew that, though, didn't we, Dave?
Just he wanted another play in, Don.
There we go.
Here we go. 4th down, 4 yards to go. The ball sitting at the 10-yard line. Double motion. And now he gets to the middle of the field. He should have 1st down, maybe a touchdown. I don't know. There's a flag down. He was outside of the line of scrimmage at the 15.
So that's going to be for naught.
So let's see. We'll have to see.
But
there's referee Chris Ducote. He's coming to the sideline.
Illegal motion. 3 men moving at the snap. Offense, 5-yard
Too many men in motion going.
4th down.
Don, you can have a receiver moving to the line of scrimmage. Here's the replay. The penalty happened before. He did get back to the line of scrimmage inside the middle, so that play would have counted if it had not been for the illegal motion. As I was saying, you can have a runner going forward and one going sideways, but they had both of them going toward the line of scrimmage.
Indeed, but another thing to be aware of, did you see how agile the quarterback was on that play? He just was off to the races.
So 4th down and 9 from the 15-yard line. They've got to get down to the 6-yard line for a first down. 12:35 left in the first quarter of play. He's passed the ball. Great defensive play by number 5, Eric McIntosh. The intended receiver for the Diamonds was number,
Zico.
Zico, okay, number 6.
Isaac Zico.
Or 4, Isaac Zico.
And McIntosh did a fantastic job on that coverage, Dave.
So that's the first hold of the game for the Greenheads. That's very important in this Arena League. The more stops you get, the better chance you have of winning.
So Monroe will take over at the 15-yard line.
11:53 is on the game clock. It's not showing correctly.
Timmy McLean.
11:53 of the first quarter.
Starting at quarterback. 11:53 should be on the clock right now. And the clock is starting at 11:53. Motion for the Greenheads. Time to pass. Complete ball to Mark Britt. Mark Britt across midfield down to about the 19-yard line. First down for the Greenheads. On the stop for the Diamonds. Number 6, Jordan Samanet, and number 24, Rayshawn Brenner.
How about a 16-yard pickup on that one, Dave, to get things started?
Something I just saw right there from the first play from what we had last week. Quick drop, quick pass, no time for any kind of rush. Motion. McLean has it, throws the ball, complete, and down at the 9-yard line.
Dave, he was wide open.
Ball was thrown low. Number 12 on the reception for the Greenheads, C.J. Brown from Monroe, Louisiana.
Ball's going to be inside the 10-yard line at the 9, Dave.
First and goal.
10-yard pickup.
Receivers split to either side. In motion goes one of the receivers. And we have pressure on the quarterback. Complete at the 10. He's down to the 5. Inside the 5. Close to the goal line. He's still struggling. That's number 12, C.J. Brown. Once again, he'll be stopped at the 3-yard line. And Don, quarterback Timmy McLean was a magician on that one.
He was, Dave, and I think you keyed in on something very important. He's not wasting much time at all getting rid of that pass. Everything's very quick, very sharp, and on target.
Little rush put on him, but he got out of it, threw it down the field. Big play, 2nd down and goal at the 3. McLean with it, looking for somebody. He throws, cross the middle, touchdown, Greenheads! Number 6, Mark Britt II, makes the catch in the end zone. Beautiful pass from McLean to Britt. Great pass there, right in the middle of the field to Britt standing at the goal line. Threaded the needle, got it in there.
Yeah. That looks like we're going to go for 1, Dave.
Going for 1. Once again, we'll let you know. Greenheads have not done a positive extra point yet this year. McLean's looking, scrambling, throwing. It's going to be out of the end zone, incomplete. So it'll be 6-0 Greenheads after each team has had a possession in this ball game.
That was a wild first possession to start the first quarter for the Greenheads, Dave. And passing 4 plays, 35 yards total offense, and a perfect 4 for 4 passing.
A lot different. I mean, they're doing things a lot faster than they were last week. And, of course, you can attribute that to they were able to practice on this field this week. First time they've ever got to practice on an arena field. So
exactly.
That could be a difference in the ball game because they know what's going on now.
And officials are talking with the head coach down there, pointing out the clock malfunction. And looks like we've lost it. Yeah, the score. The score is not. Yeah, the score is right, but the clock has completely gone away now. I have no idea how much time is left until they announce it.
Electronics, that's the way it is. We'll deal with
You're
it.
right.
We'll go the best we can. We'll hear Chris Ducote will keep us up to date. James Herrard with the throw off for the Greenheads. Throws it, and the ball bouncing. Number 22, Martez Carter picks it up, and he's going to be stopped inside the 5-yard line by basically the entire host of Greenheads minus James Herrard.
They were just all over him. Of course, he had to wait for the ball to stop bouncing a little bit so he could get close enough to it to catch it and then bring it out of the end zone, about 2 yards deep into the end zone. So roughly about a 6 or 7 yard return.
Great job by the defense for the Greenheads on that play. The Diamonds getting things straight. They get running 2 tight ends. Martez Carter along with number 15, Vince Hobbs are the tight ends as both of them block and then go out for a pass. In trouble is the quarterback Ambrose. He gets a pass away. It's complete to Isaac Zicko, who gets yardage across the 15 to about the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. Good enough for a Diamond first down.
They ran up the sideline right about the 15-yard line and then cut across the middle, and the pass was waiting on him. So he gets brought down at the 18-yard line. Pick up a 12.
First and 10. Ambrose with pressure on him. He's going to run up the middle, and this is where he is dangerous. He's down to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 9-yard line before number 2 for the Greenheads, Trey Hunter III, makes the tackle. First and goal, though, for the Diamonds.
Right up the middle, Dave. 23-yard pickup, and like you said, he is extremely dangerous and extremely versatile.
First and goal, second time this game. Ambrose takes the snap, straight run up the middle, gets maybe to the 6-yard line, and the Greenheads having stopped at that point. A little bit more difficult to run when you just take off running from the snap.
Right, you don't get that momentum going there.
And you don't get the people spreading out across the field. Second down and 6, the ball at the second and goal from the 6, we'll say, for the Diamonds. Man in motion is Dilworth. Ambrose looking, throws, complete. I don't think he's in the end zone. He is not.
No.
Number 4, Zicko. He is at the 1-yard line, and he was not in the end zone when he caught the ball. He was coming back toward the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 1 for the Diamonds. Zicko will be back, and he'll be the man in motion. Dilworth on the near side. Ambrose in shotgun behind the quarterback. It's a shuffle pass, and the down goes. That's number 15, Vince Hobbs, and it'll be a loss of 4 yards, or maybe 3. We'll see, 3 yards at the 4-yard line. Here comes the replay. Great job by the defense of the Greenheads. Buckhalter, and I believe that was also number 10, I believe, for the Greenheads. I wasn't sure about that. I think it was Dion McNeil, so that brings up 4th down and goal from the 4. Zicko in motion. Ambrose looks across the middle, complete, touchdown to Dilworth. Down about 3 steps, cut in toward the middle, and had his defender, number 24, for the Greenheads, DeCarian Jackson, beat across the middle, touchdown Diamonds, and they'll go for
2, it looks like.
2 points. They'll go from the 10-yard line. And Don Dilworth was wide open.
He was in that one, Dave. He was just right in the middle.
Zicko and Dilworth both will be split on this side of the field. Looks like Zicko will be in motion. On the far side of the field is number 7, Troy Evans. Troy Evans, who had 7 receptions last week. And we have a flag. We'll have to see what Chris Ducote tells us. I think it's 20. I think they took too much time. Delay of game. Yes, they did.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
So now they'll have to go from the 15. Now the receivers are split to the far side of the field. See, Dilworth is on the near side. He'll be the man in motion. Dilworth in motion at the snap. Ambrose looking down the field, still looking, throws way out of the end zone. Nobody open. Great coverage by the Greenheads. And both teams have scored a touchdown with 6:50 remaining here in the first quarter, and both teams have missed their extra point. 6-6 our score here in the Monroe Civic Center.
I think they may have gotten some semblance of a clock working. It's like 6:50 left in the first quarter, give or take.
All right, back deep for the Greenheads. Looks like maybe number 10, Dion McNeil, maybe. Or it could be 11. That's 11. That's Jatarius Peanut Turpin. He'll be deep. Throwing the ball in the throw-off for Arkansas will be number 1,
Dilworth.
If Arkansas can get enough men on the field. Looks like 6:50 left in the first quarter. 6-6 our score. The Greenheads have had 1 possession. Arkansas has had 2. Dilworth goes as far back in the end zone as he can. Takes a good run up, jump, throws it way high. Peanut gets it at the 1, and he's going down right there. Don, that was a great throw off right there.
It was. I was thinking it was going to hit a rafter or something, which is actually something that we discussed, and a situation that we discussed before the game.
A rafter is dead, goes to the 25. If it's a throw and it hits the scoreboard, incomplete pass, loss of down. The Greenheads with the ball. Let's see. It looks like it's at the 2-yard line.
Trying to see. There we go. Putting it down. Yeah, 2-yard line. So that's a situation that we faced last week as well. Getting pinned up. Yeah, many times. Getting pinned up deep into their own territory and having to work from the end zone.
So Timmy McLean in the end zone, back deep. Jatarius Turpin. He takes the running start. Throw is complete.
That's zero.
Zero. Quad Smith. That's one of the receivers that was split over there, and he'll have yardage up to the 8-yard line. So that's a 5-yard pickup. Gives some room for Timmy McLean to use.
Smith over there on that far sideline, and again, that was another one of those quick passes.
Second down and about 4 yards to go for the Greenheads. Snap. Pass complete to number 0, Quad Smith once again. Yardage up to about the 20-yard line. On the stop for the Diamonds is number 0. That's Roderick Chapman. First down for the Greenheads.
And Dave, the Greenheads said, we had a flag on the field. Greenheads said, we did it on one side, we'll come around and do it on the other.
And Chris Ducote will have to tell us what's going on. The way everybody's standing, it looks like the play will stand. And
now last week with the Diamonds, they had a lot of penalties, especially early on in the ball game.
Well, we're still trying to work things out. The officials tonight,
illegal
Chris
formation.
Ducote.
Defense. Nose guard did not have at least one hand on the ground. Penalties decline.
Okay.
Results in a first down.
Tonight the referee is Chris Ducote. Line judge James Freeman. The H judge is Donnie Woods. The back judge is Adrian McCree. Replay is Marty Adams and Stuart Slaughter. McLean back to pass. Throw complete. Touchdown Quad Smith. Just a straight go route down the middle of the field. Angle to the near side a little bit. Quad Smith wide open at about the 3-yard line. And
he was in full stride. They caught it at the 5 in there. 30-yard reception and the touchdown.
Plenty of time for McLean to work. Going for 1 at the 5-yard line. Quad Smith with all 3 receptions on that play, on that drive. James Herard to the far side. 2 receivers, Peanut, Turpin, and also number 6, Mark Britt II. Back to pass is McLean. He scrambles around. He throws. Going to be incomplete. We have a flag. It's going to be holding.
Face mask. That's a face. He grabbed him by the face mask, Dave, and he yanked his helmet off.
Okay, that was number 12, C.J. Brown. He got slammed down on the play, and a little extracurricular after it was over with. the extra point was no good, so it might be a 15-yard penalty after the return. We'll see from
the result of the try is incomplete. Personal foul face mask against the offense number 12. Personal foul face mask against the defense number 13. Those penalties will offset, replay the try.
Got two of them there.
Well, here's the replay.
It was a pretty aggressive. There they go at it.
There's one of them.
There's one. Okay, there you go.
There's the Arkansas one. So.
All right, it was. He got the referee on top of that one.
Well, are we okay? We're going to replay the play. Replay the extra point. So the Greenheads come back out once again. Receivers to both sides. Back in the backfield is Jatarius Peanut Turpin. Timmy McLean standing at the 10.5-yard line. In motion comes Britt. McLean takes it. He throws to the back of the end zone. I believe we have our first complete extra point of the year for the Greenheads as James Harrard makes the diving catch in the back of the end zone. And the Greenheads have taken a 13-6 lead over Arkansas.
He had to thread the needle a little bit there under pressure. And had to throw it back across his body.
And a great catch there by Harrard as he caught the ball fully extended, catching it back over his body. So a great catch. And now he'll go down the field and throw the ball off for the Greenheads.
Oh, the beautiful drive by the Greenheads, Dave. Just methodically down the field. And he was utilizing the entire width of the field as well. He would take a pass and go to the far side, then to the near side, and down the middle. Wasn't afraid to throw it. Keeping the defense off guard.
Don, it's a completely different look from the team that we saw last week.
Very much. They're a lot more aggressive tonight, and I think one of the keys is the quickness of the throws.
And I'm going to tell you a big difference. This team is not near as big as the Nebraska Siege. Nebraska Siege is humongous. All right, let's see if they'll put this at the 25 or will they put it at the 5 since the ball bounced out.
I think it's going to be a 5. It went into the end zone and then
out.
out.
It is too. Yes, it's going to be at the 5-yard line. So the Diamonds will have first and 10 at the 5. Terry Bowden, the head coach, there he is, standing right beside Mark Britt with the headset on. He's the head coach of the Monroe Greenheads. He was the last head coach at University of Louisiana Monroe, was let go, and he stuck around. He loves this area, and now he's back into coaching once again, coaching the Greenheads. Ambrose, back to pass. He's looking, he throws. It is complete to number 7, Troy Evans, and he is downed immediately by number 8 for the Greenheads, that being Jalen King, pick up 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
He ran out to about the 10-yard line, turned around. He was all by himself.
But for the Greenheads, Jalen King, he closed real quick, though. Motion for the Diamonds, looking down the field, ball. That should be incomplete, and it is. He trapped it against the boards and then made the catch. So, and the head coach of the Arkansas Diamonds is running down the field. And you watch, you can see him bobbling it there off the wall. And the head coach, Bones Bacante, he's not going to get anywhere with these officials. He is upset, but I believe the right call was made, Don.
I don't know if we could see it one more time or not, but yeah, he may challenge it. Who knows?
Here it is once again from this angle. You can see it. You can see it hit the wall.
Oh yeah, it
and
hit the
bounce
wall.
off.
There it is, right there, easy against the wall.
Yeah. So now,
no question. So
the previous play of an incomplete
Mr. Marty Adams
pass
and Mr.
is
Stuart
under
Slaughter,
review.
which are just on the other side of the girder over here, they're looking at it right now, going to find out how they're going to rule. And if they see the same thing we did, that it hits the wall, that pass will be an incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down at the 10-yard line. But we'll just have to see. We never know how replays go.
But coach is still livid over there. He's hot. Not liking that situation at all. But great camera work, by the way. I mean, to get that angle.
Once again, our camera work this week provided by Case Martin, Chuck Martindale, Jackson Hill, and Zach Hill. Great job, guys. Once again, been great camera work both first two games here at the Monroe Civic Center.
And the official across the way, he had a great angle on it as well. He was standing only about 5 or 6 yards from it.
Here we go. Here's the decision.
The previous play has been reversed. It is a catch at the 18-yard line. It'll be first
oh,
and 10
wow.
Arkansas at the 18-yard line.
We are terribly wrong on that one, so kudos.
Well, have to go with what they say. First down for the Diamonds at the 18-yard line. Motion for the Diamonds. Down the field he goes. An incomplete, way out of bounds on the attempt for the Diamonds was Isaac Zicko.
Yep. He was having to pull back just a little bit on his running because that pass was so high.
And it's right over there in that corner where the end zone is what, maybe 2 yards deep? Not very deep over there. It's about an 8-yard end zone except in the corners.
Whoops. We're going to have a false start there.
I didn't see it, Don. I
had
that pole right in front of me.
The center went to snap the ball and just held on to
False
it.
start. Offense number 52, 5-yard penalty, second down.
One pole in front of me in the whole field of view, and that was right there. Here's the replay. So,
oh
yeah. There's the ball. He's just holding it. What do I do now? I'm a little early. Second down and 15. Motion man up the middle of the field. The throw is complete to Dilworth. Dilworth with the catch at the 20-yard line. Stopped immediately there by number 21. That being Trey Hollins, and number 2, Trey Hunter for the Greenbacks, but it's enough for a first down for the Diamonds.
I thought at first that was going to go out of bounds, but he really skied upward and caught that thing and get it to 17-yard pickup.
Across the middle, incomplete, in and out of the hands of the tight end, Vince Hobbs, down at about the 12-yard line. Don Ambrose put some mustard on that one.
He did.
The second down and 10 at the 20. I think we have about 3 minutes left here in the first half. 13-6 our score. The Greenheads of Monroe lead the Diamonds of Arkansas. Motion for the Diamonds. There's a little swing pass out to number 7, and finally put down there by number 5. Number 7 is Troy Evans, and on the stop for the Greenheads is number 5, Eric McIntosh. And Don, he gave Mr. Evans a pretty good hit on that sideline.
He did. He got hit hard right about the 11-yard line.
Third
9-yard pickup.
Third down and 1. Here's the replay where.
Oh, he got hit hard.
Oh, yeah, he got a good hit there. Good hit, good legal hit, too. Right to the shoulder pads, and down he went. Straight run by Ambrose, and he's going to be stopped at the 13-yard line. Great stop there. Let's see.
That's number 21, Dave, Trey Hollins.
Trey Hollins, great job by the defense that time. They were expecting that play. So it's third down and 3.
2-yard loss on that play. It's fourth down and 3.
Looks like they might have done a little film work this week. Ambrose takes the snap. He's looking. He gets the ball to Evans. Oh, great spin move by Evans. And let's see.
They're going to rule him down just shy of the goal line.
He's going to be down at about the 1-yard line again. It'll be first and goal at the 1-yard line, I believe. They're discussing things right now. First down and goal. Don, that was a great play right there by Mr. Evans.
Yes, it was.
He was just about to get hit at the 10-yard line. He spun to his right out of the hit, kept going down, and finally got hit at the 1-yard line, maybe the 2. We'll see where they put it.
All right, looks like the 2-yard line.
2-yard line, first and goal.
11-yard pickup on that play. More importantly, a first down from that fourth down play, so a conversion there.
Exciting first half here in the Monroe Civic Center Arena. Ambrose takes the snap. He's looking. Throws the ball. Great defensive play there by number 8 for the Greenheads. That's Jalen King. That was Dilworth who caught the first touchdown pass. Knocked the ball right out of his hand just as it was getting there. Second down and 2. Second and goal, that is, from the 2. About 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back to pass is Ambrose. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He can't run. Ball is thrown a little bit out of the reach. That was a great effort there by Taiwan Rome down in the back of the end zone for the Diamonds. He jumped up. He did everything he could to catch it, but it was also a great job by Ambrose. He couldn't get anybody open, so he gave only one person on the field a chance to catch the ball.
Right, and give Trey Hollins credit, too, for that quarterback hurry, putting all that pressure on.
Third down. That's the end of the quarter, I believe.
That's the end of the first
That
quarter.
will be the end of the first quarter. A very exciting quarter it was here at the Monroe Civic Center Arena. The score is the Greenheads 13, the Diamonds of Arkansas 6. Very exciting quarter. We're going to come back and after they rest just a second, and we'll start this second quarter with a third down and goal for the Diamonds. You're listening to the Arena League football. Back in the Monroe Civic Center Arena here in Monroe, Louisiana. The Arena League action here tonight with Monroe Greenheads leading the Arkansas Diamonds after one quarter of play, 13-6. But Don, the Diamonds are threatening.
They are, and Jordan Ambrose is leading the charge for the Diamonds, and he's just been doing a fantastic job passing. He's completed 11 of 19 passes for 93 yards. That's just in the first quarter alone. And the Diamonds are right up between the 2 and the 3 yard line and threatening to score on the third down.
Okay, I believe the officials are just about ready. One of the coaches from Arkansas questioning something, but we're ready to go here. There he runs the clock. Here we go. Ambrose with it. Rush put on. Oh my goodness, what a great catch there by number 1, Aaron Dilworth, his second touchdown of the night. Don, that was a great catch in the back of the end zone.
We got a flag well after the play. I'm not sure what happened. There were some extracurricular activities. The snap looked a little funny.
Result of the play is a touchdown. Illegal formation against the defense, number 65.
The defense had an illegal formation, so
that penalty will be assessed on the throw-off.
It'll be a touchdown awarded to the Diamonds, and they'll go for 1 from the 5-yard line, as it's 13-12 is our score right now. But Don, that was a great catch by Dilworth.
You know, Dilworth is proving his worth, and he's jumping high to catch some of those passes.
He's the quarterback. Ambrose is giving one person a chance to catch the ball, and it's their guy, and he's doing a great job. Ambrose with it. He's scrambling. He throws incomplete out of the back of the end zone. Great pressure by, I think that's number 55 for the Greenheads. That's Kobe Rivera, I believe, or is that 65? That's 65. That's CJ Buckhalter. Great pressure that caused him to throw the ball before he really wanted to. So 14:56 to go in the first half. The Greenheads of Monroe 13, the Diamonds of Arkansas 12. Don, it's been a very, very exciting ball game thus far.
It has indeed. Going beginning of this play, the Diamonds 23 plays, 119 yards total offense. Monroe 7 plays, 83 yards, and yet Monroe having only 7 plays on top, 13-12.
On to throw off will be that touchdown catching machine himself, Aaron Dilworth.
He is.
And he'll be throwing it back deep to Peanut Turpin for the Greenheads.
And here we go.
It's like last time, to be high and deep. Very high. Picked up and, that could be a fumble. Let's see what happens here. Safety on the Greenheads. They fumbled the ball at the 5-yard line. Peanut Turpin did. It went in the end zone. He recovered it in the end zone. It'll be a safety. And Don, the Diamonds got 2 points instead of 1.
They did indeed. Got their 2 points after all.
That is the 3rd safety in 2 weeks for the Greenheads. And that's a great throw off that the Diamonds are using, Don. They're throwing the ball real high, and Jatarius Turpin, I believe, got caught up that time looking to see if anybody was fixing to be on him to hit him or not, and that was the cause of the fumble. So now the Greenheads will have a throw off. 14 for Arkansas, 13 for Monroe.
That should have been a relatively easy catch. I mean, he was wide open and not any pressure on him. It just.
But I think he looked.
He looked. Yeah,
I think he looked. He took a peek, took his eye off the ball, and that's where the problem was. Back deep for the Diamonds. I believe that's number 28, Martavius Miller. And James Horard will be the throw offer for the Greenheads. There it is to the far side. The ball bounces, and it's touched by one of the fans, and it will be dead at that point. And let's see. I believe it's going to be down at the 4-yard line.
The referee said, please don't touch the ball.
And I believe it will be at the 4-yard line.
I believe you're correct, Dave. It looks like everyone's congregating.
First down for the Diamonds at that point. This will be the Diamonds' 4th possession, Don. They've scored on 2 of them. They scored on 2 of them, and they've not scored on 1. The Greenheads, they've only had the ball twice.
The ball was interfered with before it could go out of bounds. Therefore, it's a throw off out of bounds. The ball be placed at the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Arkansas.
So it will be spotted at the 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah. The guy in the blue there, I don't think he meant to touch it. He was doing everything he could to get out of the way, but it just jumped up and hit him. And we have the head coach of Arkansas is upset about something once again.
Was it the 3rd time? I believe he's protested.
Oh, the guy in the white did it.
Oh, he did.
He touched it at the 4, so, I mean.
Now he wants the ball. He wants the ball as a souvenir. There you go. Can't have your cake and eat it too, right, Dave?
I don't know what they're arguing about. I mean, the coach has nothing to argue about. I mean,
probably
part of the game.
It's an unusual situation. The fan reached over, touched the ball, and it's an opportunity.
Chris Ducote has, this is like you said, this is about the third time tonight we've had the stoppage in the game for him to discuss what's going on.
Well, he won one of them. Give him credit that. He did win one of them. Okay. I think they've got some conclusion. Let's listen in.
Arkansas is charged with their first time out of the game.
Oh, they're going to move the ball to the 10-yard line, Dave.
At the 10, from the
first down and 10. Ambrose back at quarterback, in motion to the near side. Looking, throwing, complete to the man in motion. That's Isaac Zicko. He'll have yardage up to the 16-yard line of the game of 6 yards. On the stop for the Greenheads was number 21, Trey Hollins, and number 8, Jalen King.
He gets stopped at the 17. 7-yard pickup, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 4. Dilworth in motion on the far side. Looking down the middle, complete to the tight end, Hobbs. Hobbs will be stopped right where he caught the ball. He ran a few steps to his right, but it's the same spot he caught the ball, so we'll bring up a first down for the Diamonds.
Dave Hobbs just went right up the field, turned around, and like you said, caught the ball, but he was stopped immediately, so he didn't gain much extra yardage after catching the ball. Stopped at the 23.
Deion McNeil on the stop. Zicko on the far side. In motion, pass is complete to number 7, Evans. Once again, at the 20-yard line, King on the stop for the Greenheads. Donner just moving the ball down the field, little quick, short routes, getting good yardage.
And he's utilizing that sideline to his advantage.
Ambrose, once again, back to pass. He's looking. He throws the ball. Hobbs way out of his reach. If that would have been Dilworth, Don, I believe Dilworth would have had a chance.
You're right. He would have. He would have at least had a shot at it. He even got a fingertip on it or something.
Yes. That young man can definitely get up in the air.
He can leap.
All right. Third down and about 3 yards to go. Evans to the near side. Zicko and Dilworth to the far. Zicko in motion. Throw is tipped at the line of scrimmage. I see that's number 10 for the Greenheads. That's Deion McNeil. He blocked the ball down at the line of scrimmage. They were trying to go for Zicko, taking about a 5-yard in route. Didn't get there.
Right, he was standing right there waiting. He turned and waited to catch the ball, and like you said, it got tipped.
Big play here for the Greenheads. 4th down. Got to make a stop after that safety. Ambrose looking, throws, incomplete, no flag on the play. 4th down, that's a turnover on downs to the Greenheads.
Trey Hunter putting the pressure on Dave. I'm going to give him a pass broken up on that one.
Great job of the defense that time by the Greenheads. 12:01 left here in the first half. 14-13 right now.
There was the play there.
All right, first down for the Greenheads. Peanut Turpin standing at the 5-yard line will be in motion for the Greenheads. Down the field he goes. McLean under pressure, still under pressure. He throws it incomplete to number 0, Quad Smith. Don, he turned around as if he thought somebody might be behind him that he was trying to let catch the ball for yardage, but to no avail. Nobody was back there.
McLean was under a lot of pressure, Dave. He had to do a nice little spin move to get away from those defenders just to get the pass off.
2nd and 10, McLean. Pressure by the Diamonds. Throws the ball down the field. There's Mark Griffith, 2nd. Touchdown, Greenheads.
What a catch, Dave, in full stride. And it looked like for a minute the ball was going to be overthrown, and then the ball just died right into his arms.
Great catch by Britt. Don, that's just a straight go route down the middle of the field. Great job by Britt. Great throw by Timmy McLean. The Greenheads going for one. They are back on top with 11:22 left here in the first half. 19-14 in this back and forth contest. Quad Smith in motion. Throwing. Ball is intercepted in the end zone. Now here we go. And down the receiver will go. That's number 6 for the Greenheads. For Diamonds, Jordan Samant. Here, Don, here's that touchdown over again from behind Timmy McLean. Oh, and Don, he's gone right out the gate. All Timmy's got to do is just throw the ball up the field.
He had to slow down just a little bit because the ball was dying on him, but he was there waiting on it.
Great pitch and catch by the Greenheads. Extra point, no good. Intercepted, but it was down at the 10-yard line, so no score on that one. So the Greenheads with that touchdown go ahead 19-14.
What an incredible first half. I think we've had enough football in the first half day to make a complete game already. This is incredible.
Go real quick if I can find my sheet here. I was going to give everybody the other games in progress tonight.
All right.
I can't find my sheet, of course.
Well, while you're doing that, Dilworth is getting ready for the throw-off downfield.
James Herrard will throw it off for the Greenheads.
Personnel changes, trying to get organized on the part of the Diamonds over there. Just kind of waiting just a little bit.
Other action tonight in the Arena League. St. Joe's will be at Iowa. Eau Claire will be at Nebraska. Memphis will be at the Ozarks. And, of course, Arkansas and Monroe, which is the game of the week for the Arena League. Now James Herrard will have the ball. Looks like everybody's about ready. There's the throw. Caught by number 28, Martavius Miller. Now he's going to break to the far side. Runs to the middle of the field, and they'll finally be taken down inside Greenhead territory at, looks like about the 22 or 23-yard line. Don, he was completely caught up against the boards over here.
He was.
At the 15, complete reversal of field to get a good return on that play.
And they're going to mark it at the 22-yard line. So that's going to be an 18-yard return, putting the Diamonds in excellent field position.
First down for the Diamonds. 2 receivers to the far side. Both of them are way off the ball. Evans is to the near side. Looks like Dilworth will be the man in motion for the Diamonds. Ambrose looking. He's still looking. Buckhalter trying to put pressure on. Ball is thrown incomplete. That was number 15, Hobbs, in the middle of the field. And for the Greenheads, great defensive play by Deion McNeil as he jumped up just as the ball got there and popped it out of his hands right over his head.
Great defense that time on the part of the Greenheads. I think the Diamonds wanted a pass interference call, but no flag.
If the receiver and the defensive back get there at the same time, no flags are going to be called. 2 receivers split, 1 back in the backfield. He's in motion. Here's the pass down the field, complete to the man. That's Dilworth once again. And Dilworth's in the end zone for a touchdown for the Diamonds. Don, that's 3 tonight for Mr. Dilworth.
He is an incredible receiver.
Aaron Dilworth. 3 scores thus far for the Greenheads tonight. For the Diamonds, and that puts the Diamonds ahead 20-19.
Dilworth currently 4 catches, 42 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Let's see, Dilworth is not even on the field this play. They're getting him a little rest over there on the sideline.
You deserved it.
Evans is in the back along with Zicko. Ambrose looking for somebody to throw it to, going for 1 point here. C.J. Buckhalter was back there, almost had him. Now the throw is going to be in. Don, that was almost a fantastic catch there. I see, that was Hobbs. Don, he had his hands on it. He was hitting the wall at the same time, and it just trickled out of his hands just as he hit the back of the boards. Here it is on replay again.
That's got to hurt.
And Don, that was just a great effort that time by Hobbs. He jumped up, back out on the field. He's ready to go again. But once again, the extra point, no good.
No good.
So the score is 20-19 in favor of the Diamonds. Back and forth we go.
You know what, Dave? That was very reminiscent of the last week's game with the Diamonds in Eau Claire. They just went back and forth the whole first half. Then in the second half, only 2 total touchdowns.
And as
One
you said,
each.
And as you said, late in the game, 3 stops by the Diamonds.
Right.
5 yards and in each time. All right, back to throw off for the Diamonds is that touchdown machine. Aaron Dilworth. Back deep will be Peanut Turpin for the Greenheads. Referees are now ready. They're giving Mr. Dilworth the go-ahead to throw it, and he's been given the ball. Here we go. Let's see if he goes it high or if he goes long or which one. It looks like the way he's starting out, he's going to go high and long. There it is. Not as high as before. Turpin gets it at the 2. He's up to the 5. Here we go. 10, 15, 20, 25. Inside territory. Up fumble. And picked up by the Diamonds at the 24-yard line in Greenhead territory. Don, a great return, but he let go of the ball.
He let go of the ball.
So this will be the second possession in a row, well, the second 2 out of 3 that the Greenheads have given up an offensive possession to let the Diamonds go again. The Diamonds will have 2 extra attempts at scoring this half because of turnovers and mistakes by the Greenheads. And both of them have been on kickoff returns. Ambrose with Evans beside him in the backfield. Handoff up the field, it goes to Evans. He's down to the 20, and he's going to be stopped over there by Quad Smith at the 20. A pickup of 4. Trying to catch the Greenheads off target. Don, this is a team that runs the ball 32% of the time, throws it 68% of the time. They're one of the top running teams in the Arena League. Handoff once again, it goes, and ball is on the turf, and it's going to be picked up by Joe Perron made the strip of the ball, and Monroe native Martez Carter, number 22, is on the ball for the Diamonds. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 7 yards to go at the 23-yard line, and the officials coming back in to do something.
Going to move the ball to center of the field.
It's got to be in the center of the field. Nobody in the backfield this time. 3 receivers. Motion to double motion to the same right way that time. Incomplete. The pass across the middle to Isaac Zicko, and it is a little hot and heavy on him.
He threw it to the wrong player.
Right.
Right.
Dilworth wasn't on the field.
Dilworth wasn't out there, I know. But no, it was a great job. It was a great effort anyway. But like I said, the pass was just a bit high and a little hot.
Brings up 4th down. 7 yards to go. Dilworth in motion. No, that's Zicko in motion on the far side. Dilworth. The ball is going to be incomplete. Stopped. Oh, that's an interception off the boards. Ball is up to the 20. It'll be tackled right there. Straight off the boards. It was picked up by number 21 for the Greenbacks, Trey Hollins, in the end zone. He ran it back to about the 21-yard line. So, Don, that's a pretty smart play that time.
It was, and great heads up.
Okay, now, Don, that makes us understand why the pass on the far side was complete earlier in the ballgame.
Right. That's going to be a 29-yard return. Got to give him credit
from where he caught it. One of those rules that we got to figure out as we go. 1st down for the Greenheads. Timmy McLean. Another stop that time. That's
got a flag.
That's 3 stops for the Greenheads on defense tonight, and 2 giveaways for the offense. Thus bringing the score to 20-19, the Diamonds over the Greenheads.
Looks like the penalty is going to go against the Diamonds.
I'd like to welcome everybody watching tonight. You're listening to Arena League from Monroe, Louisiana, the Civic Center. The Arkansas Diamonds 20, the Greenheads 19.
Well, still waiting on the penalty.
Let's see what the penalty is. We're still discussing it.
Here we go. Come on. You can do it.
There is no foul for offsides. We'll play 1st and 10.
No foul for offside, so we're going to go just oops.
Wave it off.
My bad. Here we go. First down and 10. They brought the house that time, Don.
Yeah, we got flags all over the place. I blew the play dead.
It's going to be, I think they had 3 or 4 people across the line of scrimmage before.
Yeah, that was a little, everybody was antsy on that one.
Offsides with contact.
And the reason they
Defense
stopped it,
number
Don, is because they
34.
basically were unabated
5-yard
to the
penalty.
quarterback.
First down.
And when it's that way, they stop the action. So the ball is moved inside Diamond territory at the 24-yard line. First down. First down and 5.
First and 5.
About 7:50 left. The clock is rolling here in the first half at the Monroe Civic Center. Two receivers to the near side in motion to the far side. That's Mark Britt in motion. There it is, the pass down the field. Touchdowns, Greenheads. Mark Britt on the 24-yard touchdown pass from Timmy McClain. Don, we got a Mr. Touchdown on the Greenhead side also.
He did, and he didn't let that little coffin corner back there bother him too much. He jumped up and rammed up against the wall and caught the ball with ease. That's going to go for a 24-yard touchdown pass, Dave.
The score now, Monroe 25-20 for the Diamonds, and the Greenheads are going for 1. And I think Max McGee says we want timeout.
Their
We want
first
to chat
timeout
about this.
So they're going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it before the play. 25-20. Here it is from McClain. Don, beautiful throw.
Oh, it was.
I mean,
beautiful spiral. I mean, he
caught him in stride. He didn't break stride. He didn't even worry about the wall. Just a great job that time, throwing a pitching and catching from McClain to Britt. That's the second long one tonight for Britt.
That's
his 3rd catch.
Yeah, that's his
so
4th.
we have 2 guys with 3 touchdowns for each team.
Right. That's Mark Britt. He's got 4 catches for 74 yards, Dave. And like you said,
I think
3
he's a little bit
touchdowns.
ahead of Dilworth.
Right.
I think you said he had 72. So we got some action going on
let's
between
find
these
out
two.
why.
No, he's only got 42 on his 3, but 3 touchdowns per receiver tonight, 1 for each team. Very exciting ball game here in Monroe. Very exciting.
And the crowds are really vocal here tonight, unless it's just my imagination, but they are really loud.
I don't tell you, there's not much difference in the crowd this week and last week.
People have slower getting in, a little slower getting in, but here we go.
Extra point for the Greenheads. They're going for 1. Quad Smith in motion. McClain scrambling. He throws just out of the reach of number 9, Frederick Lloyd, in the near corner. That was once again he had to throw it all the way across the field.
He had a lot of pressure on him, and he was having to run for dear life. There it is there. You see, he had to run off to the left and then had to throw across the field and had to throw over a player too. So,
and it just out of his reach, just barely out of his reach. So 25-20 our score, 7:25 left here in the first half here in Monroe at the Civic Center. The Arena League, week 3.
Exciting. It is extremely exciting. You know, I took the opportunity to watch Nebraska in the Eau Claire game this afternoon. Arkansas. Sorry, I'm sorry. I had a flashback there. Arkansas in the Eau Claire game this afternoon, and it looked a lot like this. It really did. The first half was incredibly fast, and then the second half, it was fast as well, but there was no scoring. It's like the defense stepped up.
Went in at halftime, made corrections.
Right, and both teams did. 1 touchdown apiece, and then it came down to the wire.
James Herard with the throw off. High throw off this time. Ball hit the scoreboard. We asked about it before the game started. Good thing we did, because we know how to call it.
That's right.
It's going to go to the 25-yard line. Dead ball, 25-yard line.
I had my ESP going.
Since the ball hit the building, it'll be placed at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Arkansas.
Ball will be at the 25-yard line where the Diamonds will start. The Diamonds have had great field position all night long. $7:16 to go. First half of action. If you're just tuning in, the Diamonds are wearing white on white, and the Greenheads wearing orange jerseys, white pants. and green helmets on their head for the Greenheads. In motion. Zicko catches it at the 15, and he's down immediately at the 13-yard line. Don, just one of those real quick pitch and catches. Runs down the field. He's in motion, takes it down the field, and turns it in wide open.
All about the timing, Dave, and you're right down the middle of the field at the 13.
And as a defensive back, there's nothing you can do. Just got to hope it's overthrown. Zicko in motion once again to Dilworth. Dilworth going to run all the way across the field. He's down to the 10. He's hit the sideboard, knocked out at the 8-yard line. And Don, that was one where once again he was at the wall on the near side, turned it, went to the far side trying to make something happen. Second down.
Yep, second down and 4.
Handoff to number 7, Evans. Evans is stopped by number 4, Joe Perron. No gain on the play. It'll be third down from the 7. Arkansas here in the second half has run the ball, what, 3 or 4 times?
They have.
Timeout, Arkansas. Second timeout of the first half.
Arkansas is going to call their second timeout of the second half with 5:50 to play. Give us time to catch our breath just a second. Big play on defense for the Greenheads. And Don, in this situation, 3 times tonight they've come up with big stops to turn away the Arkansas Diamonds. And this is another big one right here, because if they want to, they've still got 5 minutes to play, and if they make a stop here, come back and score, they will probably have the lead at halftime, which will be big for them right now.
It is, and
here's the schedule of games this week. St. Joseph's at the Iowa Woo. Eau Claire Axemen playing Nebraska. I'd love to see what the score of that one is. Memphis playing the Ozarks, and of course the Greenheads of Monroe hosting the Arkansas Diamonds. All 4 games tonight are division games. In motion, that's Evans. Whoops. Well, Evans was offside first, so I believe we're going to have procedure against the Diamonds. I don't believe that's exactly what Coach Bones Bagante wanted coming out of that timeout, a 5-year.
Third down.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Didn't let you hear the official. Don't think Bones wanted that on that play coming out of the timeout. Third down once again, and 9 from the 12-yard line. Dilworth will be the man in motion on the far side. He scored 3 times in this formation tonight. There's the throw to the corner. It's going to be complete, I believe. Touchdown, number 22, Monroe native Martez Carter. Had to wait and see where he was on the field, because he's in that little corner where there's hardly any room to move. You got to find out where you are, and that was a great touchdown catch. Donnie was wide open.
He was, and the official had to wait a few minutes too just to get it. Oh, that's a great view there.
And he had to hold on to the ball as he was being hit into the wall. So the Diamonds now go up 26-25, and they're going for 1 point on their extra point.
That was a 12-yard reception for Carter. Diamonds 5 yards shy of having 200 yards total offense here in the first half.
I think they're reviewing the play right now, Don. I'm not sure. And looks like everything is go now. In motion is Evans. Ambrose looking. Now he's going to have to scramble. He throws the ball, intercepted. There's a big field in front of him. 10, 15, 20, down to the 20, down to the 15 where he's tackled. Don, that could have been a big 2-point conversion going the other way. But number 2, Ambrose, the quarterback, made a great stop for the Diamonds at the 15-yard line.
He did it. He was off to, here's a replay here, I believe. Here it is, intercepted, and he was off to the races.
And you'll see Ambrose comes into the picture and sticks with him, makes the tackle at the 15-yard line, and he comes out of his shoe. That was number 24 for the Greenheads. Dakarian Jackson, who was on the injured reserve last week for the Greenheads, came back this week. Looks pretty good today. 5:27 left in the first half. 26-25 the score. One of the Greenhead fans, this is a league where if you catch a ball in the stands, it's yours.
It's yours.
And that could be a very expensive night for the home team each week.
It was one of those first games early in the season I was watching, and there was a lot of balls that went in the end zone.
Dilworth have the throw off. Back deep for the Greenheads is Peanut Turpin once again. There's the throw. Turpin at the 2 yards deep in the end zone. He gets past the first wave. He's to the 20. He's down to the 25-yard line. First down for the Greenheads at the 25-yard line. Great return that time by Turpin.
Let's see where they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it right on top of the 25. So he'll get about a 27-yard return, Dave, as he was about 2 yards deep into the end zone.
Good thing Dilworth was the kicker with speed because he had time to get over and get him. Otherwise, it would have been a 52-yard touchdown. In motion will be Peanut Turpin. Timmy McLean, the quarterback. Snap. Run straight up the middle. He's to the 20. He's down to the 15. He's inside the 15. I believe he's going to be stopped at the 14-yard line. First down for the Greenheads.
They're calling him down. I think the ball may have popped out late, but they called him down. Dave, he caught the snap. Look forward. Nobody. Open field.
That's really the first time he's got to run like that since the Iowa game.
12 yards.
And there at the end, he did lose the ball, but forward progress, it's been stopped. Turpin in motion. There's McLean. McLean goes over the middle to number 9, Frederick Lloyd. Lloyd has the ball inside the 10. He fights his way down to about the 8-yard line. On the stop there, not giving up for the Arkansas Diamonds was, I believe that's number 13, Tyler Hunt. And Don, if he doesn't keep up the progress trying to get to him, that would have been a touchdown for the Greenheads.
Ball's going to be marked at the 7-yard line. Another 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4.
Looks like they want number 0, Quad Smith, to back up and go in motion. Here we go. He's in motion. Oh, double motion this time. Britt and handoff is up the middle to Peanut Turpin. Turpin will get down to the, it'll be the 1 or the 2. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line, I believe. Yes, 1st and goal at the 1. Don, just a straight handoff. That's one of the few that the Greenheads have had thus far in the season. Just a straight handoff up the middle.
It's good to see. It'll open up the defense a little bit and maybe create some more opportunities.
Now, James Herard's fixing to come in. They ran this play a couple times last week. The tush push, as we called it.
There you go.
Everybody's lined up to do that. There he is. The handoff is to number 4, Joe Perron. Touchdown, Greenhead. Wasn't the tush push. It was just a straight handoff. And up the middle, Joe Perron goes for his first score of the season.
Yeah, he did not need any assistance. He went straight up the middle and then just slightly off to the left and into the end zone.
Not really even challenged, Don.
No. Well, so, I think the defense was anticipating the tush push.
So the yo-yo continues. 31-26 Greenheads. 2:56 to play here in the first half. Greenheads will be going for 1. In motion to the near side will be Quad Smith. Now Mark Britt in motion to the near side. So there was a double motion frontwards and sideways. And we have flags on the play. I think the motion caught Arkansas off guard.
I think it did too.
And Don, this is the first game that really the Greenheads have used motion.
Offsides. Defense number 3, half the distance of the goal.
It was the offsides on the defense. So the ball's now at the 2.5-yard line. Same formation. Peanut Turpin in a slot as well, and double motion once again. McLean goes to the back of the end zone, just out of reach. Let's see, that was C.J. Wilson back there that was trying to catch it. Did not do so, so once again, the extra point is no good.
31-26. We have 2:56 remaining in the first half of play. It has been an exciting
Don, on that
first half
play,
of football.
when he first started, he looked like he'd give a play action to Peanut Turpin going to the far side, and then he had a receiver back there open, but it would have had to been a perfect pass to get it to him. So, with 2:56 to go, it's 31-26. The Greenheads leading the Arkansas Diamonds. Back deep to receive the kickoff. I believe that's going to be number 22 for the Diamonds. Number 28, that is, Martavius Miller. Boy, when them jerseys are punched up like that, tough to see from that far. James Herard, I believe. Yes, it is. He's the one that's throwing it off. There's the throw. It caught at the 5-yard line by Miller. Miller's up the middle. He breaks to the outside, and he's going to be stopped at the 16, maybe the 17-yard line. And Don, we're seeing something that we have not seen the first 2 weeks of the season, kickoff returns.
And that was a good one, too. He got a full head of steam up before being brought down to the 17-yard line. That was a 27-yard kickoff return.
There's been 4 good kickoff returns tonight, 2 by each team. So that's like I said, that's a facet of the game we haven't seen up to now. Zico looks like he'll be the man in motion, as he is. Pass across the middle, complete, and down immediately. I believe that's number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Zico. He caught it at the 11-yard line and just sat down. So it'll be second down and about, 4?
It is second down and 4. We've seen that play several times tonight, too.
In motion is Zico. Back to pass Ambrose. Ambrose looking. He's looking. He's still looking. He just throws the ball up, and it's going to be way out of the back of the end zone.
This is the 2-minute warning.
And that will get us to the 2-minute warning here in Monroe. Our score is Monroe 31, the Arkansas Diamonds 26 here at the 2-minute warning in Monroe, Louisiana. Back in Monroe, Louisiana, the Monroe Civic Center. Third down and about 4 yards to go for the Arkansas Diamonds. We have 1:54 left in the first half. The Greenheads of Monroe lead the Diamonds 31-26. In motion is Evans. Ambrose has it. He's looking. He throws across the middle. It's intercepted. It's intercepted at the 4-yard line and still on his feet. coming down the near sideline. That's number 24, Dakarian Jackson, and he will carry the ball all the way back down to the 15-yard line in Arkansas Diamond territory. Don, that was a great interception on that play by Dakarian Jackson. He dove in front of the receiver, made the catch, ended up on the ground, got up and continued running. Great job by Dakarian Jackson.
He did, and he took full advantage of some key blockers downfield, running down the sideline. Spotting the ball at the 15, excellent field position. There it is right there. And here he comes.
And the official, if you'll notice, he looked like he was going to kill the play because
there was those key block. Number 4, that was Isaac Zico.
The official wanted to kill it because he's in everything but pro ball. That's what it would have been a dead ball. There's a pitch and catch. It's incomplete, I believe.
It is. But boy, that was close.
That could have been caught. It could have been intercepted. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. I don't know who tipped it. Maybe you would see right here. There it is right there. Number 12 tipped it. It was almost intercepted, and then Mark Britt at the end in the middle of the field almost made a great reception. Second down and 10 for the Greenheads. Offside will be the call on the Arkansas Diamonds once again. Don, he must be using a big voice influx down there, causing the Diamonds to keep jumping offside.
Offsides unimpeded to the quarterback. Defense number 28. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And there it was. So that'll push the ball forward to the 10-yard line.
Second down and 5. Quad Smith to the near side. Let's see, that's Mark Britt the second on the far side. Peanut Turpin in the backfield. Getting back into the motion, double motion, frontwards and sideways. Handoff up the middle to Peanut Turpin. He breaks to the outside. Touchdown, Greenhead.
Beautiful run, Dave. He went up the middle, then immediately to the right. Nobody waiting on him into the end zone.
They were not expecting that play. Watch the parting of the sea. They pushed everybody to the left. There goes Peanut. Nobody near him. Touchdown. So this is the first time in the game that there has been a 2-score lead. The Greenheads will be going for 1 from the 5-yard line. 1:28 remaining here in the first half. The Greenheads taking advantage of an interception. In motion, Peanut Turpin. Quarterback McLean back deep. He's looking. He throws the ball, pitches it back. That's the number 9, Frederick Lloyd. Frederick Lloyd will be stopped at about the 4-yard line. And Don, Timmy McLean made something out of nothing.
He did, and that's one of his trademarks, Dave. He makes something out of nothing. We saw that last week. He was running for dear life and still managed to make a good play.
He was there in the grasp of 2 people and still had the common sense to pitch it to one of his players who almost made the extra point. So 37-26 our score with 1:28 left here in the first half. Don, this has been just a great first half.
It has. It's been incredible.
Coach Bagante is not he's just not happy
tonight. I hate that, but he has. I know that that 2 of the 4 questionables that he had went to his favor.
Right. I guess he figures if he keeps complaining, he'll get more. And if it's working that way, can't blame him. All right, James Herrard will have the throw off from the left going to the right, and that's Marquez. Carter gets the ball at the 5, and he'll work his way up to about the 19-yard line. Stopped over there by number 9 for the Greenheads, Frederick Lloyd. Don, I didn't realize how big Frederick Lloyd was. Frederick Lloyd is a large individual. First down for the Diamonds. 1:24 left here in the first half of play. In motion to the near side. That's Zicko. Pass is caught, and it'll be stopped. That's number 21, Trey Hollins, on the stop for the Greenheads.
Not much gain there. Maybe 2-3 yards tops. Ball will be at the 22-yard line. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
Clock is
Under
running.
a minute.
There's motion to the far side. That's Evans. Quarterback Ambrose looking. He throws the ball down the field, way overthrown. But Don, if anybody could catch it on the field, it's that young man right there, number 1, Mr. Aaron Dilworth.
That one was just a bit overthrown, even for Mr. Dilworth. 3rd down and 7.
Let's see, I believe that's Evans over the far side that will be in motion. He is in motion. Big 3rd down play. Ambrose throws it complete, and he'll be stopped. Let's see, I believe that's Dilworth. That was Dilworth on the reception. On the stop for the Greenheads, Jalen King. But it's enough for a 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Diamonds. 41 seconds remaining here in the first half.
10-yard pickup.
Evans in motion toward the line of scrimmage. There's the takedown. This play will be invalid because we'll have a holding call. And Ambrose is tackled at about the 13-yard line. But Mr. Buckhalter was held. In fact, he was taken down like he was in a wrestling match.
What would
Holding.
have been?
Offense number 52. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down and 20 for the Diamonds of Arkansas with 32 seconds left in the first half of play. That was number 62 for the Diamonds. Tyler Castle, I believe, with the hold.
My goodness. Little upset tummy out there.
Timeout, Arkansas.
All right, got a timeout.
3rd timeout of the first half.
And that will be their 3rd and final timeout of the first half. Well, Don, the last time they called a timeout, the next play resulted in a Mr. Dilworth touchdown pass.
All right, we shall see. Some strategy here. Not much time left, and you're looking at 1st and 20. But keep in mind that Jordan Ambrose has the arm on him.
He's also got good legs in case unless they open up the middle.
In case he has to, he can certainly run the ball. And he has not run the ball.
He's not had the
not
chance.
Not even close to.
C.J. Buckhalter and either Frederick Lloyd or Dion McNeil have been there all night long, ready to stop him if he tried to take it up the middle. He only had one chance earlier in the game, and he got about 15 yards on it. But since then, he's not gotten anything on the ground.
He's completed 22 passes out of 39 attempts, 187 yards, 4 touchdowns. So not too shabby for a first half of play.
.32 seconds remaining in the first half.
I think they were conferring, officials were conferring with the replay up here to make sure everything was in order, the ball's in the right spot. Down marker set.
In motion is Dilworth, across the middle of the field. Now he's straight up the field. Ambrose looking, he's still looking. He throws the ball into the first deck on the far side.
Don't know who that might have been intended for. There was no one over
I think
there.
he just threw it away.
He did.
The closest one to it was Dilworth, and he was a good 20 yards away. I'll bring up 2nd down and a bunch. 2nd down and 20.
2nd down and 20.
From the Diamond 23-yard line. 24 seconds remaining.
Whoops.
And there's going to be 5 more yards added to it.
It's going to be a delay of game.
As delay of game.
Delay of game. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So that will be another 5 yards. So it'll be second down and 25 yards to go. Dilworth will be in motion. He'll go up the far side. Ambrose throws the ball into the crowd. One of the coaches, that's Max McGee, was the closest receiver on the play.
Going to bring up third down and 24. I don't think they marked that ball right on the last play. It's only a 4-yard penalty, but that's okay.
Brings up third down. Let's see. New receiver split to the near side. That's number 88, Taiwan Rome. Rome to the near side. Dilworth will be motioning on the far side. He goes straight up the middle of the field. There's the throw to the far side. Oh, goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
He took a hit there by the wall, and Donnie really had no chance of catching the ball. He didn't. Maybe if he was 8'3", he might have got it. But that was
some things worth sacrificing for. I don't know if that was one of them.
Here's the replay. You see, there's no way of catching it. So that's going to bring up fourth down with 12 seconds left, and they are conceding. So we'll have our first concede of the night. And Don, the way this offense is played tonight,
12 seconds.
This could be a score.
12 seconds.
Let's find Mr. Britt on the field when he comes out. There he is right there. See where he goes. McLean. Let's see. Quad Smith will be on the near side. Peanut Turpin will be in the backfield. Lloyd will be one of the tight ends. CJ Wilson will be a tight end, and Mark Britt's on the far side. In motion will become number 0, Quad Smith on the near side of the field. There he goes. There's the snap. He's got time. Across the middle. It's complete. And out of bounds with 5 seconds to go, and timeout is called by the Greenheads as the ball is now inside
Monroe,
Diamond territory at the 19.
Dave, I think you called it. Even with that short amount of time, the Greenheads certainly capable of punching it in.
So Coach Bowden, Coach Terry Bowden, former national champion when he was at Auburn, calling the offense down there. As you see him right in the middle of the screen. He's getting this team ready, getting the offensive play. It'll be probably the last play of the first half, barring a defensive penalty. And the Greenheads will have to go 19 yards. There's the Arkansas head coach, Bones Bagante. This is his second year. He carried the Arkansas Diamonds back last year. It was the Hot Springs Wise Guys. Carried them to the finals last year where they lost to Duluth. As the Greenheads come back out on the field, you got Mark Britt, the second, far side. Peanut Turpin, he split out to the near side. Quad Smith now will come up to the line of scrimmage. Now he's going to back up, and he'll go in motion. Lloyd and C.J. Wilson in the middle. There is Smith down the middle of the field. Let's see. Scrambling is the quarterback. Now he's going to be hemmed in, and he throws the ball two-handed out of bounds, and I believe that's going to be the end of the first half.
Ruling on the field as the runner was down by contact. That's the end of the second quarter.
That will be the end of the second quarter. And we have reached halftime here in the Arena League from Monroe. Our score, the Greenheads of Monroe 37, the Diamonds of Arkansas 26, in what has been a very exciting ball game here in the Civic Center in Monroe. Lots of action. Both quarterbacks doing a great job thus far tonight, and I look forward to a whole lot more in the second.
It's been incredible, Dave. The Diamonds have 187 passing yards.
And let's take a break. You're listening to the Arena League here in Monroe. The Arena League has its first ball game, has a ball game tonight with the Arkansas Diamond playing the Monroe Greenheads in the first conference game of the season. And at halftime, the Greenheads are ahead 37-26 of the Diamonds. Don's been a very, very exciting first half. It was back and forth there for a while, but there in the last 3 minutes of the first half, the Greenheads took a 2-score lead, first one of the night.
Indeed, Dave. I mean, and it kind of started a little. Now, even though the action was hot and heavy, scoring-wise, it started off a little slow. Only 3 scores in the first quarter. But then in the second quarter, oh, my goodness, it was just a score fest. And the quarterbacks, or each team offensively has just done a tremendous job tonight.
But and as we say that the offensive have excelled, if I can get that out, the defenses have made some great plays. Arkansas, they've caused 2 fumbles on special teams that resulted in a touchdown after one of them and a safety after one. And then the Greenheads with 2 interceptions themselves. One of them almost scored, and they ended up getting this touchdown off it. So defensively, both teams are playing well also.
They did. And then another thing that you have to look at is the leadership of the quarterbacks. Both the quarterbacks have just done a phenomenal job tonight.
And we really expect. So now let's take a look at last week's plays of the week. And as we're seeing the plays of the week, we'll let you know. We'll give you the scores from last week so everybody can catch up with the Arena League. That's the player of the week right there from this week from St. Joe, as St. Joe defeated Ozark 77-38 last week in a very big game for St. Joe's. Memphis defeated Iowa 50-18. That was Memphis's first win as a franchise. Nebraska, of course, defeated Monroe 44-30. And then Arkansas got their first win of the season, a 32-30 win over Eau Claire. And Don, everybody in the league, especially in the South Division that Arkansas and Monroe are in, all of those teams are 1-1. And then you have 2 teams in the Northern that are 2-0, that being St. Joe's and Nebraska. So the league itself is a very, very exciting league that all the teams are equal together.
Exactly. I mean, I think the league itself has done a tremendous job of putting these teams together and equally matching them up, because for the most part, well, there are a few exceptions, but that's going to happen. But for the most part, all these games have just been incredible. They've been close. They've been competitive,
full of excitement,
and the athleticism is off the charts.
So as it goes on, it's not going to get anything but better. I mean, the crowd last week here in Monroe was a pretty good crowd, and I'm going to tell you, there's at least as many here as there was last week. There may be more.
Again, and speaking of crowds too, Hot Springs is in close proximity. They've got a nice little following by the Diamond fans across the way over there.
They brought their cheerleaders and they brought their fans from Arkansas. So, I mean, it's a great league. The proximity of teams is great, so they can get involved. Some good rivalries that can form, and I mean, it's a fun league to be a part of, and I'm glad that it's here in Monroe to give us some things to watch during the summer.
Our little entertainment going on downfield with the old person wheelchair races, I guess, and it looked like it was almost some carnage down there at midfield. But oh well, that's another.
All righty, our score here in Monroe is 37 for the Greenheads, 26 for the Diamonds. You're listening to the Arena League from Monroe. Welcome back to Monroe, Louisiana. We're at halftime of the Arena League football match between the Monroe Greenheads and the Arkansas Diamonds. This is David Cox along with Don Wheeler tonight. Don, we're going to take a look here at the highlights here very shortly of the first half. Here they are. And Don, it's been a very exciting first half. The game has been full of a lot of big-time pass catches by two receivers especially.
Indeed, Dave, and both the quarterbacks are doing a tremendous job of delivering those passes, and the receivers, like you just said, are in great position. And in some cases, the defense is doing a great job as well. But nonetheless, the skill level of these two quarterbacks is just phenomenal tonight, and I've enjoyed watching both of them.
Timmy McClain, he was our player of the week for Monroe. He has put on a show here in the first half. He has thrown the ball to Mark Britt 3 times, long passes down the sideline. But on top of Ambrose, he's done the same thing with Mr. Dilworth. Dilworth has lit up the scoreboard with 3 touchdowns himself. But there is one thing with that. Late in the first half, Dilworth was shut out.
He was. He was shut out. And then also going back to Jordan Ambrose, they did not allow him to run the ball as much as he wanted to.
All right. We're in the Monroe Civic Center. The score here at halftime, Monroe 37, Arkansas 26. You're watching the Arena League from Monroe. We are back here in Monroe, Louisiana. The Monroe Greenheads lead the Arkansas Diamonds 37-26, and I do have a score from the other division game between Memphis and Ozark. They're in the third quarter with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Memphis Hound Dogs lead the Ozark Lunkers 26-12 at Ozark. That would be considered an upset. Don, let's take a quick look at some stats.
All right, let's take a peek at it. Passing for the Diamonds, completing 22 of 42 passes for 187 yards. So an incredible feat on the part of the Diamonds passing-wise. Monroe completing 11 of 14 for 160 yards tonight. Total offense for the Diamonds, 48 plays, 214 yards. Monroe only 18 plays, 189 yards. So the big difference there, Dave, the plays that Monroe is making tonight are long plays. I mean, very long down the field. There are not a lot of short plays like the Diamonds are making.
And Don, the receivers have been wide open. I mean, when Timmy McClain has time to throw the ball, if Mark Britt is streaking down that far sideline over there, Don, he's been wide open every time. And so let's take another break here right before we start the second half here in Monroe. You're listening to the Arena League from Monroe, Louisiana. The score, Monroe 37, Arkansas 26. In beautiful Monroe, Louisiana. It's a hot night in Monroe, but inside the Civic Center, the air conditioner's flowing, but the play is hot itself.
It is indeed. And the fans are up and enjoying it. They're playing a Cotton Eye Joe in the background. So coming back in the second half, I tell you what, Dave, it's exciting as this is. It's kind of exhausting. So if the second half is anything close to the first half, it's just going to be incredible. I think both of us are going to be just tired at the end of this ball game.
It's been a very exhausting first half, but Don, that's what this is all about. It is a great brand of football right now. We both watched the first game back 3 weeks ago, and the play is so much better 3 weeks later. I mean, you can see the progress of this league moving forward, and that's what the league wants. The league wants some good games. They want some close games. And they want all the teams to be successful, and then when it gets to the playoffs, have some great playoff games.
I mean, that's what you said, Dave. That's the concept of this type of game. Is it's designed to be fast with a lot of excitement, and it's living up to its goals right now, and it looks like that it's going to be successful.
And if the home teams keep winning, you're going to have some good home crowds. Like we said tonight, this is a great crowd for Monroe tonight. I'm not going to say that it's better than it was last week, but as I look out over our vantage point to the side of the field that we're on, the crowd on this side is very big, and it's not quite as big on the far side, I don't think, but I believe we have more than we had last week.
I think so too, if not by much. Certainly vocal. Now, coming back in the second half, what do you think, Dave, the teams are going to do to make some adjustments in the second half? We got a lot of high scoring. We have a lot of long plays, long passes.
Well, I think personally, I think the Greenheads, they played the kind of defense they need to play. Give them the short pass. Give them the short pass, because you got to march down the field, and it takes time. And then as the field is shrunk, they've got a better chance of playing good defense. Now, on the other hand, the Diamonds have got to find a way to stop Mark Britt.
Yes.
Because it's like Timmy McClain can go back and send Mark Britt down the far sideline just about any time he wants to and hit him on the run, because nobody's been able to stay close to him, Don. I mean, he's been wide open every time they've run that play.
And Ambrose has got to find a way to enhance his running game. It's been rather lackluster compared to last week. Now, his passing game is fine, but last week his main thrust was that he had both the balanced attack from the passing game and the running game.
And I didn't have like 77 yards rushing
last
week.
And again, you got to keep in mind that included 6 sacks in that yardage.
I mean, I haven't seen anything like that tonight, but I mean, that could be the defense of the Greenheads. That you can tell the Greenheads have watched film, and because they have really made an effort to stop the long pass and they've stopped the run. So see what we expect here in the second half.
I was going to say, enough talk from us. It's time, and we're going to find out the hard way of
Aaron Dilworth will throw off for the Diamonds as the Greenheads. Peanut Turpin will be back at the 5-yard line as the Greenheads will get first crack at it here in the second half. And here we go. There's the throw. And it's out of the field of play. Don, that might go to the 25-yard line.
We'll see what the official.
Yes, it does. It goes to the 25-yard line. That was a smart play by Turpin as he was going over there, and at the very last second, he pulled up so it would go out of bounds, and the Greenheads get the ball at the 25-yard line. This is kind of odd for the Greenheads because normally they've got the ball inside the 5-yard line trying to make a play, so they get to start at the 25.
Like I said, that was a rather smart move to let it go.
So, right ball right in the middle of the field at the 25-yard line. Turpin in the backfield along with the quarterback, McLean. Receivers to either side. McLean back, blitz is on, and oh my goodness, if McLean had just a second longer, the back out of the backfield, there would have been a 25-yard touchdown pass because Turpin had nobody around him on that far side.
And Jay Peter, number 11, he was just all over McLean there.
That's the only thing that stopped the touchdown from happening. In motion will be Quad Smith on the near side of the field. Down the field it goes, overthrown. Don Quad was open, but didn't quite. Quad thought he was going to throw it inside. Yeah, McLean threw it outside.
It's too late to adjust on that. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
But he was open. Let's see. The motion man this time, it looks like it will be Peanut Turpin. Britt is on the far side, Quad Smith on the near side. There goes Turpin in motion.
Black.
He's scrambling. He's still scrambling. Now he's got time. Now he's running. It's 20. He's going to be down at about the 19-yard line, so it's a gain of 6. And they'll bring up 4th down.
We do have a flag on.
Where's the flag at?
Back here at 15-yard line.
There it is.
Sideline interference against the offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Coach of the Greenheads not happy with that call.
I would not be either.
So it's going to bring up a replay of 3rd down from the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and 15. 12:45 left in the 3rd quarter of play. An inauspicious start to this 3rd quarter. Not very quick so far. Very slow. Oh, goodness. McLean on the move. There's the throw. It's complete and dropped. Let's see, that's the number 9, Frederick Lloyd. Had it caught, but just as he tried to turn upfield, he dropped it. There was 3 receivers right there in that quadrant. As you see here, there was 1, 2, 3. So
what I've seen thus far in this first drive, Dave, is that the Diamonds have put on a lot of pressure on the Monroe quarterback.
That's the thing that Nebraska did last week.
Yep.
And the Greenheads are going to concede. They will concede the ball up, and the ball will be moved to the 15 on the far end. And it'll be 1st down for the Diamonds. Don, I believe that's the first stop
It is.
of the game for the Diamonds.
It is.
I think the Greenheads have had 3. But this is the first stop. Coach Bowden is on the field right now talking to some of these players. He's not very happy. All right, first down. I believe that's number 7, Troy Evans, in the backfield. Ambrose throws, caught over there by Dilworth, and he'll stick the ball out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain.
Very short gain.
Wide open,
Well,
but
yeah, he was. Ball at the 19-yard line. Only a 4-yard pickup.
so we got second down and 6 for the Diamonds. Looks like Troy Evans will go in motion on the far side of the field. Oh my goodness, wide open is Zito. Zico gains yardage down to the Greenhead 17-yard line. Don, just another one of those 10 yards down the field.
Well,
Take 3 or 4 steps in and catch.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing all night, Dave.
Evans in motion. There is same pass again to Zico. He gets out of the tackle, and he'll be down at about the 5-yard line, so he gained about 7 additional yards. The short passing game for Arkansas is working again here in the second half.
12-yard pickup, first and goal now at the 5-yard line.
In motion, Evans faked the handoff, and Ambrose scrambling to the outside, throws it out of bounds. That's all he could do on that.
He could. There was everybody was covered. He just had nowhere else to go.
And once he got over there, he couldn't run the ball because he couldn't get the ball back to the middle.
Exactly. I was going to say that he had run out of real estate, and the options were extremely limited.
So we got second down. Motion man will be, I believe, number 7, Troy Evans. Ambrose looking. He throws wide open is Evans in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown for the Diamonds.
And that's the play he was looking for. Now, before that, Dave, great defensive coverage on the part of Monroe, but this time he was able to get open in that corner.
In that little short corner. Brings the score to 37-32. They'll be going for 1. Big number, is that number 11 or 12?
Whoops, flag.
Yeah, flag. I don't know what happened.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
And once again, the coach is upset. You got to get your play called in a hurry, coach. You don't have but 20 seconds. They're still moving around. It's 9 seconds left on the clock. The motion man will be number 88, Tyrone Rome. Ambrose looking. He's still looking. And now he's scrambling to the far side. And almost a tackle, but not. Now it's pitched out. That's number 15. And he's down. That's number 15, Vince Hobbs. He was the safety release valve. He caught it at about the 15, got down to about the 3-yard line.
He was
no good.
I thought he was going to get in there on sheer size alone, but he got into that little corner there that we often talk about. He had nowhere else to go.
And once he ran into that corner and somebody forced him there, that pushed him out of bounds, and that was the end of that play. So, Don, have we only had one conversion tonight?
That's it.
Or is it one for each team so far tonight? It's just not very many conversions. The score is now 37-32.
One for each team.
37-32 our score. Looks like about right at the 10-minute mark of the third quarter.
All right, so now the Greenheads have got to see if they can get their act together.
They've got to answer right here. That was the importance of that 2-score lead. They could afford one mess up, but now they've got to come back and score to keep that 2-score lead, or they could give it up next possession. They'd lose their lead. All right. Aaron Dilworth throws the ball deep. Peanut Turpin in the end zone, and he will look at there. There is the first fair catch that we've seen this season. The Greenheads will get the ball at the 5-yard line. First down for the Greenheads. Timmy McLean back at it for the Greenheads. Let's see who his cast of characters will be. There's Quad Smith, Mark Britt, Peanut Turpin,
I can't remember.
Frederick Lloyd, and number 12, C.J. Brown.
Did he go to Quad Smith anytime in that last?
No, he did not.
He did not. So maybe he's going to be open on this one.
Receiver split to either side. In motion goes Quad Smith. Handoff up the middle to Turpin. Turpin gets back to the line of scrimmage and maybe to the 6-yard line.
Very little gain there. I think
a lot of action, but not much play.
The Diamonds were on that one. 1 yard, we'll give him half a yard, 1 yard pickup officially.
Second down and 9. Britt far side. Near side is Quad Smith. Turpin in the backfield once again with Timmy McLean. Nobody's in motion. Blitz. Throw is to Frederick Lloyd. Lloyd across the 15, 20, down to the 25, 20, 15, 10. He runs over a defender and gets down to the 6-yard line. On the stop for the Diamonds was Jay Pitry.
David, he just ran completely over Isaiah Zico back downfield, upfield at the 15-yard line. We got a flag on the play, too.
Might have an illegal hit over there. We'll see. Now they're going to have 3 officials talking about it.
Here we go. Well, maybe not.
Looks like the Greenheads are walking back down the field.
After the interception, illegal blindside block against Monroe, 15-yard penalty, results in 1st and 10 Monroe.
So I guess from the point of the penalty, which looks like to be the 13-yard line, Don?
Looks like 13, so that's where he'll get that.
And that was the blindside block right there on the left side of the screen. I believe that was Turpin with that block. So the Greenheads will have first down and 10 back in their territory at the 23-yard line, or 22-yard line. Turpin looks like he will move out to the far side to be the motion man. Britt will be on the far side also, as well as Quad Smith on the near side. They better hurry up or they're going to get a penalty. There she is, right there.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. First down.
And the coach of Monroe on the field, he's got the same problem that Bones Bagante's got. They don't like the fact there's no 20-second clock. Turpin down the field. There's the pass. Is complete and fumbled. It's fumbled. That was Frederick Lloyd and picked up by the Diamond. That's number 11 for the Diamonds. That's Jay Pitry, who picks up the ball after the fumble at about the 23 and brings it back down to about the 19. And that will be the 3rd turnover for the...
The ruling on the field is Monroe fumbled the football recovered by Arkansas. 1st and 10 Arkansas.
3rd turnover of the night for the Greenheads. Here's the play. Yep, it's definitely a fumble. Definitely a fumble.
The previous play is under review.
Now they're going to look at it. I think it's a fumble.
I think it was
but
too.
Maybe he didn't have possession of the ball completely. I don't know. We'll have to see what our officials.
Beautiful camera angles. Here we go.
Oh, he definitely had possession. Should be first down for the Diamond.
And probably will be.
They're still looking at it right next door to us.
Gazing intently intensely into that monitor.
I'm wondering if he hit the wall before he fumbled, Don. I mean, that might be what they're looking at.
It could be. Let's see
Let's
again.
see.
Nope, that ball's out well before then.
Okay, they have made their decision. They're talking to the official, I believe. Chris Ducote. Coach Bowden is upset. I guess he wants some equal time. Okay, they're moving the ball, looks like, to where he caught the ball. Now they're moving it again.
Kind of like what we experience when we do college games. Oh my goodness.
After review, the receiver did not have possession of the ball. It'll be second down.
I thought that was the only thing
Monroe.
they could call. Because it was quick when he turned around, and so it's going to bring up second down. Is it second down, Don?
I think so. Yes, it is.
We bring up second down and 10 for the Greenheads, and they dodged a humongous bullet.
Massive bullet.
It's not fun trying to figure out what's going on during a review.
Coach Pagante is not happy. No, he is not. He is very vocal across the field over there.
And he wants to call a timeout. The play has already been reviewed.
Timeout,
so
Arkansas. Their first charge
can't be
timeout.
reviewed again.
Second half.
So Chris Ducote is going to go over and talk to Bones Pagante.
They reviewed.
So,
How can Don? Can they have a review of a review?
well, I don't know what he's reviewing. That depends on what he's reviewing, I guess. But here we go. Ball is stripped. So the question is, did he have control of it?
And there's the rub.
Right.
You've got to make a football move and then a couple of steps.
Correct.
And there's that second step. I don't know if he completed that second step before they knocked the ball out. I think that's what they're looking at.
But, well, at some point, Dave, though, you've got to tell Coach, okay, it's over with, let's play.
It's already been reviewed. Sorry, we got to go on for that. And they're talking to Stuart Slaughter up here right next to us, the relay man of the replay crew. I mean, they're not reviewing anything over there, Don. So
No, they're not reviewing because there was nothing to review. They did move the ball back to the 17, which is where it should have been. So now it's second down and 15.
Second and 15 for the Greenheads. In motion was Turpin. There, look down the far sideline. There's Britt just out of his reach. And Don, as we talked about at halftime, they have to do something about putting somebody on Britt. They did that.
They did that. And let's give credit to number 11, Jay Petre. Here comes the replay there.
Great.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Great defensive position by number 11, Petre. And
he prevented that touchdown.
got his hand up at the right time between his hands to knock it down just like they're taught. Great job of defense by Jay Petre. There's the snap just as the clock went to 0. There's the throw deep.
Oh, too deep.
Just out of the reach of number 11, Peanut Turpin, right there in that short corner. That was Quad
0.
Smith.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not 11, that's 0. Now those jerseys get bunched up down there, and sometimes it's just difficult to see from our high vantage points. Okay, it's 4th and 15. Looks like we're going to
They concede for the second
concede the
series.
ball.
Second series in a row. So it's taking the same approach as the Arkansas game did last week, Don.
You took the words out of my mouth, which you so often do, because we talked about that at halftime. Again, well, I wish you would watch that game with me, because that's exactly what happened in the second half with Arkansas and Eau Claire. Only 2 touchdowns scored.
Ambrose has the ball. He throws the ball complete. Another little short pass. That's number 1, Aaron Dilworth. Don, they just short passing, 7 to 8 yards, 7 to 8 yards, 7 to 8 yards. And then every once in a while they'll come across with a little out and up, or excuse me, in, down and in. I can't get it out of my mouth this afternoon. Ambrose throw once again. There's Dilworth on the far side, and he fumbles the ball. And the Greenheads have come up with it inside Greenhead territory at the 24. Dilworth was moving all over the place, and he just lost control of the ball. We'll have to check on the replay and see if there was anybody that knocked the ball out, or did he just lose it? I thought he just lost it. Here comes the replay.
Lost it.
And there's 1 move. There's 2 moves. Number 10 for the Greenheads. That's Dion McNeil might have knocked the ball out, Don. It was awful close. He swiped at it just as he dropped it. First down for the Greenheads. We have 5:57 to play here in the third quarter. Handoff is to Quad Smith. He's across midfield. He's still running. He lost his helmet, so he's going to be down. I think he's going to lose his helmet, and the play will end where he lost his helmet, I believe.
Yeah, I've noticed, I have noticed a replay there. It was Quad. And something I've noticed in this league, a lot of helmets come off.
One of the things I hate worse as an equipment guy.
Ball's at midfield at the 25, so only a 1 yard
gain. Receivers both sides. We have a running back now. Britt, I believe that's Britt on the far side. Backs up. He will go in motion. There's the throw. And C.J. Brown wanted a pass interference call. I believe he might have reason to want that.
He shall not get it. That's going to bring up 3rd down now and 9. There's a replay. Let's see what we got.
Oh, goodness, yes. They should have been a little pass interference called on that one. Or at least holding. One or the other. Britt going to be in motion. They better hurry because the clock is just about down.
Timeout.
Timeout.
The Greenheads are going to call timeout.
First charge timeout in the second half.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 9 when we come back to action. Both teams now have called a timeout here in the second half. So both teams will have 2 timeouts from this forward. And it's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left
and
in
here comes
the third quarter. And I believe the offensive coach right now, he's probably complaining about the what's the pass. See, he manhandled him right there. That should have been that really should have been a pass interference call. But I'll give it to the official. The official on the side, he hadn't quite looked down that far because he still had a receiver in his area, and the one deep had one deep. So CJ kind of got lost in the middle because there were receivers in other areas that the officials had their faces on. So they dodged a bullet.
Yeah. The Greenheads probably didn't want to call that timeout, but given where the ball is and the
better third and 9 than third and 14. All righty. Quad Smith will be the motion man on the near side, and on the far side is Turpin. So one of them is going to go forward, one of them is going to go sideways. And they're both going to run. And now we're going to have all kind of.
The officials blew the whistle. I think we're just going to start all over again. There we go.
Oh, he hadn't started.
No, he hadn't started play yet.
Okay. Motion is Turpin. And ball is intercepted, Don. Ball is intercepted by number 3.
Knocked down by 6.
For the Diamonds, that's the Darian Primes. Number 6, Jordan Simonot, knocked the ball down, and it went right into the breadbasket of the Darian Primes, who ran it back for a touchdown. And now the Diamonds are on top 38-37. That's the third turnover, and all three turnovers for the Greenheads have resulted in scores for the Diamonds.
That's certainly unfortunate. I thought that at one point the Greenheads was going to get out of that, but the defense was just too tough. Again, something we discussed at halftime.
And there's the ready for play, so Diamonds are going to have to hurry to get their play in. They got all the receivers are on the far side of the field. Now they want Dilworth to come to the near side. In motion is number 4, Zico. Oh my goodness. The extra point is good for the Diamond. That makes the score Diamonds 39, Monroe 37. Aaron Dilworth in the back of the end zone. Once again, the height of Dilworth allowed that play to happen.
He did, and it was right to him. Odd type of pass, a little extended shovel pass, I guess.
And that is
what do you want to call that?
But if it's not Dilworth back there, it's probably no good. Dilworth is a very good receiver for this Arkansas Diamond team. So we have 3:56 to play, and the Diamonds have overcome an 11-point halftime deficit to take a 39-37 lead over the Greenheads of Monroe. And Don, this second half, the Greenheads have done absolutely nothing offensively.
They have been rather flat coming out. And I'm giving the Diamonds some credit for that. Their defense has been extremely aggressive.
Every play, once again, quarterback Timmy McClain is under pressure, and that's what happened last week against Nebraska.
It was.
So they're taking the page out of Nebraska's book, and it's working so far here in the second half. Dilworth with the throw off for Arkansas. There it is. Peanut Turpin will get the ball at about the 2-yard line. He'll trying to work to the outside. He'll get maybe to the 3. And he'll be down right there at the 3-yard line, where the Greenheads will have it 1st and 10 at the 3. .345 remaining in this Arena League football matchup between Monroe and Arkansas here in the Monroe Civic Center Arena. Receivers to both sides, Britt and Quad Smith. Peanut Turpin in the backfield. And we have a flag down. Somebody was offside. I think it's going to be called on the Diamonds. Yes.
Number 3, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And Coach Bags Bagante was right in the ear of number 3. think Darian Primes.
All right, that's going to put the ball.
Oh yes. Well, the reason the ball was not snapped well, Don, is because the center, as we used to call it back when we played in the yard, he was DC'd. He was hit before he had a chance. There's the pass and dropped by number 9, Frederick Lloyd. And Don, that's 3 passes in a row Lloyd has dropped. And he's been clear. He's been open all 3 times.
He was quite open there, Dave. He was running toward the far sideline at about the 10-yard line, wide open. Wasn't like a defender was breathing down his neck.
2nd down and 5 for the Greenheads. About a minute and a half to play here. Well, no, 2.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Turpin with the reception at about the 17-yard line. And it's going to be 1st down for the Greenheads at the 17 as Turpin with the reception has his helmet knocked off. Or no, that's Quad Smith again. Boy, that 0 and 1-1 look alike. So Quad Smith will have to leave, and in will be Joe Perron. 1st down and 10, the ball at the 13-yard line for the Greenheads.
Greenheads dodged a bullet on that one. They were really pinned up deep. Quad Smith doing a great job. He was, I think,
and the Greenheads are going to call their second timeout of the second half. So now they're down to 1 timeout. That will allow Quad Smith to come back in the ball game after his helmet fell off. Now this is a big series for the Greenheads. They've got to They've got to come up with a score.
It is. And looking at some stats for Quad Smith, he's got 5 catches for 69 yards, his long being a 30-yard catch. I'm showing 1, 2, 3 30-yard receptions by the Greenheads. And that was...
And 2 of them are for touchdowns. The third one was not quite. I think he was down to about the 6 or 7.
So the pass coverage on those long passes, though, is much better in the second half. So the Greenheads are having a much more difficult time getting those passes completed.
But I think it's because of the defensive line right now.
It is
of the Diamonds.
Yeah, and they're putting
lots of pressure on McLean.
Exactly.
Britt to the far side, Quad Smith to the near side, Peanut Turpin in the backfield. Back to pass. He throws, complete in the middle of the field is Britt. And Britt will be tackled inside Diamond territory at about the 21-yard line.
Extracurricular activities going on down there.
But first down for Don. He was wide open.
He was that time.
Here's the play right here. And
by himself.
I mean, he was literally wide open. The defender, number 11, he took 2 of the defenders took the ball to the far side. It took the receiver and left him open. Ball is handed off to Peanut Turpin up the middle and be about
not much there.
Either a loss.
Maybe a loss,
either
actually,
a loss of 1 or 0. According to where they put it, they're going to give it a loss of 1.
Ball at the 22-yard line. So, yeah, a loss of a yard.
Second down 11.
He didn't have a whole lot of running room, David. Like I said, he started to go up the middle, and then he went to the left side.
Nothing was there.
There's nothing there. Just defenders.
Mark Britt in motion on the far side. There's McLean. McLean now has time to throw. He does. Oh, ball is it. It's going to be pass interference. It's intercepted at the 15-yard line by number 28, Martavius Miller, but it's going to come back, and the Greenheads are going to have first down and 10 as a pass interference at the 15-yard line will be called. He got away with it last series, but he didn't get away with it this time. Here's the play coming back right here.
There we go.
Right there. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hit, flag's immediate.
Pass interference, defense, number 6. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Jordan Simonette with the pass interference. I know Coach Bagante does not like the call, but if he watches the film, he'll see. Now, what's he going to review? You can't review a penalty.
Timeout, Arkansas.
All right.
Their third timeout of the second half.
Now, that's all for them. And there's no, I really don't know what he could, I don't know what you cannot, I don't think you can review a penalty. But I mean,
I mean, we're up here.
And now Coach Bowden, I think he's gotten tired of all this going on, so he's going to get out there and be in the middle of it too. Don, I mean, it's very obvious. Quad Smith was interfered with. I mean, and the guy who did it, he held his hand up because he knew he had done it.
He done it. 9 seconds left, I believe. Well, it was at the end of that play.
And Bagante.
That was Arkansas' second timeout of the second half. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining.
Okay, so Arkansas does have a timeout remaining. 1 each. But
I don't know what they're arguing, Don. It's really
Dave,
cut and dried situation.
Dave, you and I are both officials, and there comes a point where you've got to say, Coach, that's enough. And I think it's time.
Yes.
I mean,
it's taking away from the game.
I understand you're arguing, but you have a right to do that. But
you can't take away from the game, and that's what's happening.
Enough.
First down and goal for the Greenheads. The ball at the 8-yard line. In motion, 2 players. There's the throw to the center.
Yeah,
That'll be an ineligible receiver catching a pass, unless the ball was. Well, I don't think the ball was tipped.
It may have been there. I don't know, but
if the ball was tipped, he can catch it. Be a 5-yard penalty. Let's see if it was tipped. Nope. It just came out of his arm bad. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Greenheads, and it'll be a loss of down. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 13, I believe.
Illegal touching. Offense number 55. Loss of down. 2nd down. 5-yard.
the ball should go back to the 19-yard line, roughly. Nope. No, not 19. I'm sorry. That's where the penalty was. Is they calling it a quarter?
The previous play is under further review.
I don't know. Oh boy.
I mean, we don't know what to say because really.
Well, what I'm looking at, I'm down here looking at the officials gathering, and then I look to my left, and they have the grocery carts on the field, and I look at the clock. It's got 15 on it, so did the quarter in. And now Coach Bowden is having his say.
He wants to know what's going on. I mean, I'd love to know what's going on myself, so it's kind of difficult. We're way up here in the top of the Civic Center.
So is it the quarter or what? I have no idea.
I think I know what they're discussing. Okay, is the penalty going to be from the line of scrimmage, or is the penalty going to be where the point of the foul was? So right now they've got the penalty back to from the line of scrimmage.
Oh, from line of scrimmage. Okay,
yes.
Earlier they had moved it back
because he caught the ball at the 14. So
right.
if it's from the line of scrimmage, it'll be back to the 19.
Correct.
So we'll just have to see. I don't know if I think they might be through reviewing. I think Stuart Slaughter, our reviewing interpreter, is talking to Chris Ducote, the head lead official, right now.
We got the opportunity to chat with them before the game to get some interpretation on some rules.
And here comes Ducote with, well, they're still pointing, not really sure what's going on yet. We're still waiting. We apologize for that. Back in Monroe, Louisiana, the Monroe Civic Center. Start of the fourth quarter. The Diamonds of Arkansas leading Monroe 39-37. They finally got the play situated. It's going to be second down from the 14-yard line. They called it a fumble. Pass over the middle is complete at the 10-yard line by Quad Smith, and he'll be brought back, but they're going to say his possession was stopped at the 10-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up third down and goal to go from the 10.
Good catch in traffic by Quad. 4-yard pickup.
Third down for the Greenheads.
Whoops.
And offsides once again on number 3 for Arkansas, that being Darian Primes. He's just a little anxious.
Offsides. Defense number 3. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
I'm telling you that Timmy McClain must be doing a great job of voice inflection out there at quarterback, because it has ate number 3's lunch all night.
Well, the game that I watched from last week, we had the same problem, lots of penalties.
Receiver split to either side. Britt to the near side. Pass complete to number 12, C.J. Wilson. He'll be stopped at about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. We'll see where they put it. So it'll be fourth down from the 3-yard line. 4th and 3 from the 3.
A little bit too far out for a tush push.
They brought that package in.
They did.
Timeout.
Nope.
Arkansas. Third final timeout.
Arkansas just called their last timeout of the second half. He didn't like the defense he had out there with that setup. So now let's see if Coach Bowden comes back and changes it after he puts the run-stopping defense out there.
Right.
If he comes out and says, okay, well, let's change it. Let's go to the pass.
Well, the last time we thought it was going to be one of those tush-push plays, it didn't end up that way. He just ran up the middle and slightly to the left and went on in.
Let's see if I can't
but since
see Timmy McClain is not on the field right now, so it must be going to be the tush-push group.
Or maybe the fake tush-push.
Well, now
we don't know.
Now they're coming off the field, and the regular offense is going back out. Kind of what I figured they would do once that Arkansas had done that. I figured they were going to come back with a regular offense. You have in the end zone to our left, on the near side, the Greenhead cheerleaders are dancing, and on the far side, the Diamondettes are dancing. So both sets of cheerleaders having a good time right now.
Big play, both teams, for both teams.
Could be a game changer right here, Don. Fourth down from the 3-yard line. Turpin in motion. Ball is knocked down by, that's number 11, I believe.
No, 13.
13, number 13, Tyler Hunt knocked the ball down at the line of scrimmage, and the Diamond will take over first down and 10 at their own 3-yard line, and a humongous miss for the Greenheads.
Yep, Dave, the Diamonds did what they had to do defensively. They were ready for that pass play. And the number of times we've seen those passes batted down in the second half, it's probably 3 or 4 by now.
I believe that is the third, if not the fourth, stop for the Diamonds here in the third and fourth quarter. Dilworth will be the man in motion on the far side. Pass is complete, caught by number 4, Isaac Zico. He'll gain yardage up to, it looks like about the 8-yard line. Pick up a short 5.
Pass.
That little short pass.
Rouse, over there on the sideline.
Little short pass they keep going to, Don. Baby steps up the field. Trying to lull the Greenhead defense to sleep. There, the pass is almost intercepted. Number 22, Martez Carter, off his hands, and number 4, Joe Perron, almost intercepted it at the 5-yard line. C.J. Buckhalter almost made a sack down there also,
He
Don.
did. He was putting a lot of pressure on Ambrose.
It's going to be third down, 5 yards to go. Zico, little in route once again. First down yardage up to the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. Don the little 5, 10-yard passes straight up the field. That's what they're doing. Clock rolling, 11:40 left in the ball game. Zico will be the man in motion on the far side. Gray and Dilworth, the other two receivers. Here it is, the short side. Evans has pass caught at the 22-yard line. Trey Hunter with the stop.
4-yard pickup.
He took the snap, took one step back, and threw it immediately.
Well, his passing routes are to either sideline or right in the middle. They're all just very quick passes, and he's just mixing it all up.
Dilworth will be in motion. And Dilworth gets the reception. He's down, but it'll be first down yardage for the Diamond to the 20-yard line in Greenhead territory. And Don, what he did that time is the short receiver, the Greenheads jumped the route, but Dilworth, the man in motion, was the secondary right behind.
Yep.
He was open. There's a handoff to Carter. Marquez Carter is going to be in the end zone for a touchdown for the Diamonds. And we have a flag in the middle of the field.
Holding. Offense.
So there will not be a touchdown. There will be a holding call on the Diamonds. It's going to be a huge penalty.
And guess who's on the field? Oh boy.
Carries the ball back to the 25, so it's only a loss of 5 yards, but they lost the touchdown. Ooh, goodness gracious. It's going to be first down,
and 15.
And 15 at the 25-yard line. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the contest. In motion for the Diamonds will be number 88, Taiwan Rome. Ambrose takes the snap. He throws. There's number 4. That's Zico. He gains about 3 yards on the play before the troops from the Greenheads get there to make the stop. That's Joe Perrin and number 21 for the Greenheads, Trey Hollins. Second down and 12. 9:45 to play. He's still looking. The throw is complete and caught. That's number 88, Taiwan Rome. He makes a catch and he gets down to about the 17-yard line. It'll be third down and about 7 at the 17. Donnie had all day to throw, and finally a receiver came open.
Well, yeah, Rome had to do some dancing around there, around the 15-yard line, and he finally just took about 3 or 4 steps back upfield and became open.
Rome will be the man in motion for Arkansas. Scrambling in the backfield. Ambrose is scrambling. He's still scrambling, and there's holding right there. Another touchdown for the Diamonds, but big number 52 right in the middle of the field. That's Tyler Castle is going to be called for a massive hold on the Greenheads.
Holding. Offense number 52. 10-yard penalty.
And Don, there's nothing the coach can be upset at because that was definitely a hold. He had him manhandled in the middle of the field.
That's going to push the ball back
in Greenhead territory at the 24. So it'll bring up third down, and
we have some injured players down here.
I don't know if they're in. I think they're just tired.
Oh, well.
The defense has been on the field a lot the second half.
Yes, they have. They're cramping up a little bit.
I'd be interested to see what the second half time of possession is, because it's probably very much in favor of Arkansas. That's number 21, the injured Greenhead. That's Trey Hollins. I don't know if anything happened on the play there in the middle of the field, or like I said, it could be tired. Because, like I said, they have been on the field most of the second half.
And he's getting up. There we go.
Winded, I'm sure.
I would be.
I'm winded up here. So he'll come off the field, and number 24, Dakarian Jackson, who's had an interception tonight, he'll be back on for the Greenheads. It's going to bring up third down and 16 for the Diamonds. See if they go long, or will they take one of those short passes? In motion will be number 1, Aaron Dilworth on the near side. He's going toward the middle of the field. The quarterback is still running. He's got first down yardage inside the 10, down to about the 8. Don C.J. Buckhalter had him at about the 20-yard line,
right?
But he got away from him. That's that run that we watched last week, and it has come back to get the Greenheads.
He's a powerful individual down to the 7-yard line. 19-yard pickup. First and goal.
First and goal for the Diamond. They're at the 7-yard line. 6:55 to play in the game. They've had the ball for over 5 minutes this drive, Don. And there will be a 5-yard penalty for delay of game.
Delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Arkansas is livid about it. I mean, like you said, Don, at some point officials have got to say, that's it. If we're either going to play ball or we're going to argue. .6:52 to go. Clock is running. First down and goal at the 12. There's the handoff to Carter. Carter's going to be stopped at about the 7-yard line. Main tackler over there for the Greenheads, number 9, Frederick Lloyd, along with Joe Perron. Second down and goal at about the 8-yard line. Make it the 9-yard line. Big defensive plays here for the Greenheads. There's the run. Carter's a big individual too, but good job on tackling over there for the Greenheads. Put him down. There is Ambrose looking for somebody to pass it to. He's still looking for somebody to pass it to. He throws the ball in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Diamonds! That's Carter, Marquez Carter, with a big catch running in the back of the end zone for the Diamonds, as the Diamonds add 6 more to their score. (45-37). 8-point lead for the Diamond as they're going for 1. This is important extra point. This makes it a 2-score game right here. Ambrose throws the ball to Dilworth, and it will not be good. It'll be a no good. Great stop over there for the Greenheads by number 8, Jalen King. So with 5:56 left to play in the contest, the Diamonds lead the Greenheads 45-37. Time of possession, Don, for the game is humongous in favor of the Diamonds, and that's mostly here in the second half.
Indeed, David. 32-38 for the Diamonds, 21-26 for Monroe.
And the penalties are, goodness, 16 for 100 for the Diamonds.
For the Diamonds and 4 for 31 for Monroe.
And they're legitimate penalties.
Yeah, they are, and then the 4 for 31 for Monroe, all in the second half.
Jatarius Peanut Turpin will be standing at about the 7-yard line, ready to take the throw off from number 1, Aaron Dilworth. I think he's trying to get his self back together from that tackle on the far side there on the extra point. So he's going to come to the near side, and sure he's going to throw a high, deep one.
Wobbly.
There he is. He makes the catch. Turpin makes the catch, and he'll be up to about the 14 or 15-yard line before he's stopped there by the Diamonds. It'll be looks like maybe the 12. 12-yard line it is. 5:40 to play. Greenheads in need of a score.
Yep, time is not going to be in the Greenheads' favor at this point. You're going to have to score quickly.
And then get a stop.
And get a stop, exactly.
All right, let's see. Britt to the near side. Quad Smith to the far side. Britt makes the reception. He's to the 20, and he's going to be stopped there. And the Greenhead coaching staff is upset about that. They said he was still moving forward, but he will be down at the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. I guess you could say the officiating has been consistent because both teams are mad, so that means it's been a pretty fair call ball game. That's usually the way.
They've done a good job tonight. I really do. I believe that.
Just a lot of stuff going on. Britt in motion as well as Quad Smith. There's a handoff up the middle to Turpin. Turpin has first down yardage. He's up to the 23-yard line in Greenhead territory. 1st and 10. Clock still running. We are at 4:20 to play. Britt will be near side. Quad Smith far side. Jatarius Turpin will go in motion from the near side. He's got time to throw. There's the throw, and it's going to be caught. Incomplete.
No.
The official is going to say incomplete, I believe.
He is.
And I'm sure that one will be reviewed.
And I kind of saw when he caught it, there was a little bobble.
I'm sure that one will be reviewed.
Ruling on the field is incomplete pass.
Let's see. Bobble. Yeah.
I'm afraid it's going to probably stand as an incomplete
I
pass.
think so too. Right.
The ruling on the field on the incomplete pass is under review.
Yeah.
It's tough to see if it touched the ground there, but just the way it looks like it did.
The official, look where the official's standing. He's looking right into it, Dave.
Now see, it could have landed on his knee there.
That's the only. I don't know if that's the only camera angle we have of it, but
I don't think there's anything.
The ruling on the field has been confirmed. 2nd down.
That was about all it could be.
Yeah.
Because there's not enough to change it. So that'll make it 2nd down and 10 from the 23-yard line for the Greenheads. 3 minutes to play in the game. In motion is Turpin. Back to pass. There's Turpin in the corner. Touchdown, Greenheads! 28-yard touchdown pass from Timmy McClain to Jatarius Peanut Turpin, or was that Quad Smith again?
That's
sorry.
Quad Smith. That's Quad Smith.
Well, I tell you, that 0 and 11 is killing me tonight.
Now we're going to go for 2.
They've got to go for 2 to tie it up. It's 45-43. I don't know what the time is on the clock. Second. We'll see it here in a few seconds, I hope.
2:54.
Looks like 2:54. Here we go. Quad Smith on the far side. And the Greenheads wanted a timeout, and they finally got it.
Timeout.
The last timeout
Third and final timeout of the second half.
of the game for the Greenheads. Don, this is probably the biggest play in Greenhead history right here.
It is indeed.
And the good thing is it's on the 10-yard line, so McClain could scramble if he needs to. But it's going to be tough to scramble for 10 yards into the end zone this far down in the end zone.
Chances are it's going to be a real quick pass route.
Oh, it's getting loud in here right now.
It is very loud in here.
right, here we go. Claude Smith will go in motion on the far side. Mark Britt near side. Turpin in the slot. McLean scrambling. He's got time now. He throws, intercepted, and, well, they're fighting for it. It's incomplete, so the Greenheads will trail by 2, 45-43, with 2:54 remaining in the contest. Let's see if they'll play the onside card this time, or will they try to hope the defense can stop them? It's here on the replay, Don. He just had nowhere to go.
He didn't.
He had nowhere to go to throw it. Everybody was covered up in the corner, and they couldn't.
There's a flag for some reason.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Arkansas.
I think they finally got to the point where we've had enough.
After the throw off.
I think they have finally got to the point where we have had enough. and he's still after it. Wow.
This has been one of the more exciting sports events, Dave, I've witnessed in a long time. Any sport.
A lot of high intensity out there right now on both sides. Both teams fighting for their life here in the last 2 minutes and 54 seconds. And the Greenheads are going to go in the way of a throw-off. They're going to throw from the goal line. It'll be James Herrard. Now remember, after this play, there will be a 15-yard penalty. Oh yeah, he just took the ball right out of the official's hands. That's
okay, that's kind of bold,
kind of ridiculous. Oh well. All right, here we go. Here's the throw off. Ball is bouncing around inside the 5-yard line. It's picked up. He'll return it to about the 6, and now we'll have a penalty. So they'll start the drive from about the 3-yard line, Don. Now, of course, they need to watch out for Ambrose going back, sprinting up for a run. Ball sitting squarely in the middle of the field at the 3-yard line. Zico on the far side along with Troy Evans and Aaron Dilworth. All three receivers are on the far side of the field. There's Dilworth in motion. Looking for somebody to throw it to, and they throw it to Evans. Evans is down at about the 10-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 10. Same setup again. Let's see. Yep, same setup this time. Except Dilworth will be the far receiver on the far side where he goes in motion. Be the 2-minute warning after this play. There's Dilworth. He'll gain 1st down yardage. And that will stop the clock for the 2-minute warning.
This is the
so
2-minute
we have
warning.
minute 56 remaining in the contest here in Monroe, Louisiana. The score, Arkansas 45, Monroe 43. You're listening to the Arena League. back in Monroe, Louisiana, the Monroe Civic Center. 45-43. The Arkansas Diamond leading the Greenheads from Monroe. We have 1:56 left in the contest. 1st and 10 for the Diamonds. Handoff is to Marquez Carter. He'll gain about 4 yards on the play. But more than that, clock is rolling against the Greenheads, and they have no timeouts to call.
I suspect that's what's going to be the strategy here going forward.
Carter will be in the backfield once again for the Diamond. I'm sure it'll be a handoff. Now he's going to change sides. There it is to Zico. Zico has first down yardage for the Diamond inside Greenhead territory at the 21-yard line. Clock rolling at 1:20. And Don, unless the Greenheads can get a turnover, this game is going to be over.
Unfortunately, the time factor is upon us.
It has been a great ball game tonight.
Fantastic. The Diamonds have just
You have to give it to the Diamond.
Oh yeah.
They came out in the second half and did what they had to do to stop the Greenheads, and they did. Handoff to Carter. Carter up the middle, has running room all the way down inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. 39 seconds, the clock is rolling. This will probably be the last play of the game, Don. Because I think there's a difference of 12 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it's about 12 seconds.
Two backs in the backfield. There
I'll take the knee.
Is the knee at the 16, and that, Don, there's 12 seconds left. The game is going to be over, and the Arkansas Diamond are going to come out victorious over the Monroe Greenhead. They trail by 11 at halftime, and they come back and win 45-43. Been a very good ball game here tonight in Monroe.
Where's our other guy?
Coach Bowden down there. So we're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll talk more about tonight's ball game. You're listening to the Arena League from here in Monroe, Louisiana. Civic Center in Monroe, Louisiana, to be exact, where the Monroe Greenheads and the Arkansas Diamonds have just done battle in the Arena League. And Don, I'm gonna tell you, Commissioner Brown and his crew could not have picked a better game for Game of the Week tonight.
No, they couldn't. And I tell you what, Dave, for the second time in as many weeks, the Diamonds are victorious by 2 points. And that's what it was.
They had to make some stops to get there. They did a great job defensively in the second half.
What we talked about at halftime, Dave, which team was going to make the adjustments and which adjustments would they be? And it appears that the Diamonds had the better of the adjustments coming out. They put a stop to the Monroe offense.
All right, let's take a look at some highlights, and Don will give you some quick stats as we look at the highlights.
Sounds good to me. Passing, let's look at Arkansas first. Jordan Ambrose completing 37 of 59 passes, 295 yards, and 6 touchdowns. His receiver, Isaac Zico, 13 catches, 114 yards. Aaron Dilworth, 10 for 81. For the Monroe Greenheads, Timmy McClain completing 18 of 33 passes, 254 yards, still not shabby, 5 touchdowns. His receivers, Claude Smith, 7 catches, 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mark Britt, 6 catches, 99 yards.
Turnovers once again, just like last week against Nebraska, the Greenheads, too many turnovers to give themselves a chance to win the ball game.
Indeed.
All right, that's going to about do it here. We will be back here in Monroe in 2 weeks. Next week, the Greenheads, they will be in, Monroe will be in Memphis next week, and Arkansas will be hosting Ozarks. So get out and support your teams in this Arena League. So for Don Wheeler, this is David Cox, and I'm going to thank the truck crew tonight, Kenneth Sanders, the engineer, Josh Swiller, the director, Dylan Darlton, the replay, and Travis Cripps on graphics. Thank everybody in the truck down there, and we will see y'all in 2 weeks. You've been watching the Arena League from Monroe.